Hello, and welcome to another Sunday night or Sunday evening, Sunday day, Sunday morning, Monday morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. So, first off, thanks to everyone that came in. I see Bro, Daniel is in, and Foosmate is in. Hi, Scrapper, and everyone in the chat. Quick question: the small ribbon cable in printers and other if the ends of them aren't gold, are they silver colored? Is it silver or tin? Good question. Could be silver, could be tin. What I find to test them, a little bit of bleach, and if it turns black, it's silver. If it doesn't turn black, it's usually tin. So that's my little test for it. I don't know when people come in, we'll ask them later what's their test for it. Most times it's tin, to be honest. Very seldom silver if they're going to the trouble of, unless it's older ones and they could be silver, but the newer ones, a lot of them are just tin. So I hope that answers Daniel's question straight away, but we'll see what else other people have to say when they come in. So just give me a second. I want to make sure everything is working on the YouTube side because, as usual, I do forget to do stuff. And there we go. I've got to set up the subscriber only comments. So that's done there now. So anyone that's there that wishes to comment, it'll take 20 minutes. Sorry about that. Unless you're a subscriber. So please do subscribe if not already. Okay, no ads appearing up, so I don't know why that is, and maybe just, I don't know, maybe that's what happened there, monetization is on. But anyhow, not that you make much, make, I think 6 cents from a live is what I make, so, but if I done 1,000 lives, I'd have 6,000 cents. There we go. Whatever that'll be. Anyhow, let me get back into the StreamYard and let me shut down a few of these other windows so my computer doesn't slow down. Yes. Shut down that window. And oh, there's an ad after appearing up now. I'm sure we refreshed it, so StreamYard is working. Okay, now back into the chat. Let's see what anyone was saying. Facebook side highlighted there for everyone to see. We all know who that is. If we don't, guesses. If you don't know who it is, we'll tell you in a while. Electronic Scrapper, welcome in, my friend. I have a question for you in a few minutes, Electronic Scrapper. That you might be able to help me. Bobby Holden, welcome in. I hear a bleep already in the basement. This is quick tonight. Granny and the Bear Scrappers, welcome in. And was that it? And Daniel was just saying thanks. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, with my good friend from over the pond. Before I go any further, happy Easter to everyone there in the chat. I forgot to say that. It is Easter week. So happy Easter to everyone, or your equivalent to it. And I got to bring this person up. He's showing a nice little picture there. Congratulations on your 700,000 views. Brilliant.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was brilliant. It was great to see that. Yeah. So you're growing and growing and growing and growing. Now you won't forget us little guys when you become famous. I know what you're going to say. Yes, I will forget every last one of
you. Yeah, I'm growing all right. Down here in the belly is where I'm growing.
I know that's good. That's good. 700,000 views in. Since when did you start your channel again?
About 2 years ago, I think.
That is some growing in 2 years to have to be nearly 3/4 of the way to 1 million.
Yeah, but that's just views. That's not subscribers. But
yeah, I know it's views.
You know, it's you know, you need to look at both. But yeah.
Yeah, I know, but still to have 700,000 views is good because it's the views that count more than the subscribers. At the end of the day, on your channel, if you're getting more views, you could have 1 million subscribers, but you might only have a couple of thousand views because the 1 million subscribers don't look at your stuff. So if you're getting 700,000 views, that means there's a lot of people watching your videos, which is brilliant and well done, sir. Bro, Everyday Solars, and poor Shark Scrapper, who's just saying hi there. And I'm doing well, bro. Thank you for asking. I was off work this week, so I got some videos done. I got some gold recovery stuff done. I got some breaking down stuff. Still haven't found my dremel that I've lost. That cost me 200 quid, and I don't know where I put it. A battery.
I thought you just lost the charger. I didn't realize you lost.
No, I have the charger, but I can't find the dremel.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yes, and the press I thought I had it in, I took everything out of that press. I searched it inside out, and I've searched nearly every press. The only two places that are left to be done is this room I'm in here now, because I may have taken it up some night I was doing a video or something, or doing a live, and I might have had it want me to do something and put it in somewhere here, because I have 4 or 5 boxes of stuff here that I need to sort through. And if it's not in here, the shed is the last place I have to search, and if it's not in the shed, I'm afraid I've thrown it out with rubbish or something by mistake. That's the only conclusion I can come to.
And how many months? How many months is it going to take you to get through the shed if you start?
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. You know, but I need the dremel, so I have a choice. Do I go through the shed, or do I buy another dremel? I'm one of them guys. I'm not like Ian Matthews. I'm one of them guys that I look at the amount of time it's going to take me to go through that shed, and I weigh up the cost of the item. So I don't know. I haven't decided. Let me see who came in there. Romantic came in. Simple Man came in. I said hello to Everyday Solars, I think, as well. And was there anyone who's made back? Just having a look to see if there's anything I should be.
So, Irish, let me tell you right up front, we're having a thunderstorm here. So if I disappear, I'm not being rude.
And when you get them thunderstorms, they knock out the power and everything, do they, in the area, yeah?
Yeah, sometimes. You know, sometimes absolutely nothing happens, and sometimes it'll be the power, and sometimes it'll be the cable. You know, it just, you can never tell where those thunderbolts are going to hit. Yeah,
what they're going to hit. And then you're hoping they hit some of them cell towers, and the boys have to go out and repair them again, and you get some of the old stuff. That's what you're hoping for. Don't lie. So what have you been up to, Shark? What have you been at?
Oh, it's been a busy week. A lot of scrapping, a lot of working new clients. I was not selected for jury duty, so that's a good thing. So I'm off the hook for a while, so that's cool.
So that advice I give you of going in and shouting guilty before they even asked you anything worked.
Well, I responded to the online application part with Hangman as my middle name. No, it was just pure luck of the draw. You know, the day came up when I was supposed to call in, and I got a text message saying your services are no longer required, with a code, you know, a confirmation number. And I didn't trust it, so I called anyway.
And does that exclude you now from jury duty for a while, or can you be called up again fairly quick, or what's the story?
Oh yeah, I can be called up again pretty quick.
And if you are on a jury, does that exclude you for a couple of years then?
I think if you've been on jury duty, it's like, you know, they put you to the back of the list until you cycle through again. But I'm just purely speculating there. And
while I was looking for my dremel, I found another load of these that I thought I had no more left. So I actually found a box full of these. So I have to take off the little gold connector or gold pin at the end, and there's a little chip inside. But all I'm interested in is the gold pin, of course.
There you go.
What's Rose saying? Hi, Solars. Happy Easter. Yeah, happy Easter.
So Granny and the Bear Scrappers, she asked about the hookah lamp that I found in a recent street scrap. So I tell you what, man, that was one of the highest grade hookahs I think I've ever seen. It had brass, it had stainless steel, it had aluminum. It didn't have any fun residue.
I was going to say, did you check for any chemicals left in it?
But Yeah, it had a little bit of everything, and the base of it, Mrs. Shark is going to turn that into like a little flower pot planter thing.
Cool. So it's getting upcycled.
Yeah, yeah, it's going. It's getting reused and recycled all at the same time.
Yeah, so you're getting two of the essentials in the world, getting to either reuse it or recycle it, and you're getting a bit of both
Yeah, yeah.
out of it. I have a question for Electronic Scrapper if he's still in the chat. I'll wait and see if he's still there. And if he says he's still there, I can ask the question. He's the man that might be able to answer this for me because he does a lot with silver. So I'll check with him, and Romantic might know as well. But I'll wait and see if Fochco was in, if Raphael was there, he'd also probably know the answer to this. So they're more into the silver than I would have been.
So you may be familiar with these, Mr. Irish.
Let me make it bigger. Is that it's either an LED strip off a, is it an LED strip off a TV or something, is it, or?
It is an LED strip from an under-counter light setup.
Okay.
These, when we had the kitchen redone,
yeah,
we had these installed, and they're starting to give out. So I went to try to buy some so that I could, because it shouldn't be that terribly difficult a thing to replace. And what I'm discovering is the terribly difficult part is finding the right sized ones.
Yes. Yes, and you can always get them on like in Chinese sites like Wish and Alibaba. But now again, that time we done the fish challenge, the LED lights. I got them from Wish, I think it was, or Alibaba, and they worked perfect, and they're still working on that little thing I done, that little project that we done. But to get the right size, as you say, is the hard thing.
Yeah, so I mean, I ordered a replacement strip, and I only ordered, a short strip, and it's a good thing because it's like 2 millimeters too wide, so it's like, oh man, really? I didn't realize that they go by the width of the strip here.
Okay.
And so I couldn't find a brand name, but I found a part number, and I looked up the part number, and I ordered the part number, but there's a little bit more to it. So I'm now a little bit smarter with these. So you need to pay attention to the width, and you need to pay attention to the voltage. And after I've wasted, another $15 on another strip of lights, I'll let you know what else you have to pay attention to.
I have a curious life. Thanks for dropping in. Ralph Morrick is on his way walking home, so he'll be there in a few minutes. He said when he gets home. Electronic Scrapper hasn't replied back, so I presume he has left the building. So he's probably working or doing something else. He just popped in to say hi earlier. So I'll have to save that question till later until we get more in as well, or maybe someone might know. Well, I'd say it out now and I'll ask it again when Electronic Scrapper if he pops in. Is someone left on a comment on my, not my last video, a couple of videos back anyway, left a comment telling me I did a pile of CDs that came out of the network cards and the modem cards where I'd done the video where I cut off the gold fingers and stuff off them. And I had a pile of CDs, like I'd say I have about 2,000 CDs. And I said, I don't know what to do with them. Will I sell them as crafts, or does anyone want them for crafts or anything like that? I said, I'll give them to them if they pay the postage. I have no problem. They can have them all for free. Then someone said, just sell them on eBay. People buy them on eBay. But again, I prefer to give them to someone that will be coming into my channel that could use them. But then someone left a comment, I forget who it was, I'll have to have a look again and see, left a comment and said there's silver in them CDs. Now, I've heard that before, but I've never got the silver out. I've never tried getting the silver out. I wouldn't even know how to get the silver out of them. So if anyone in the chat has ever got them like CDs, like software CDs that would come with modems or come with graphics cards or anything like that, what's the best way to get the silver out of them? Is there silver in them, or am I going to waste my time even trying it? There's the question for people. Waste of time, anything from discs. That's what I was thinking, Ro. But again, the person who left the comment may have done it before with the silver, and I forget who left that comment. I'm going to have a look now and see. Can I figure out who left that comment?
So you're talking about just the plastic disc that?
Yes, the plastic disc. When you do take off the top layer of the plastic, there is a silver film underneath usually, and someone left a comment that contains silver. So again, because I have so many of them, 2,000 or 3,000 or whatever amount, because some of them had 2 discs, came with each box and whatever, and there was 600 in the, and that 2 of them is 1,200 plus. I took there was another 600 or 800 from another batch, so that adds up to about 2,000 discs. So I was thinking, would it be worthwhile trying to get the silver out of it? But again, I have never done it, and I don't know anyone that has. Now I've searched videos online, and I have seen no one has really done a video on them. So it might be worth doing if it's possible. It might be a video content that I could do.
So you could glue them to your roof and blind all the pilots that fly over the house.
I could, yeah. I'd say I'd have an issue with someone coming to my house awful quick. Best way to get precious metal from scrap is to sell the scrap and go buy. Well, true. That is true. Correct. That is true. Romantic. The fastest way to get it is maybe just sell the scrap and use the money to buy silver. But that's what I'm not about. That, you see, it's not like it's the fun of doing it. Is for me. It's not a job for me. It's a hobby, and it's the fun of getting the likes of these little gold pins, and at the end of them getting the gold to come off them, and then refining that gold, and in the end having my own bar gold that I made myself. I could easily try and sell them pins on eBay and use the money to buy gold, but that's not what that's not chat. The Moose Scrapper way. The Moose Scrapper way sell thing, but I haven't seen the Moose do a video lately. I think the last video he done was a month or 2 ago, wasn't it? Last month sometime he done a video.
Yeah, I remember what the last one was he did. Well, at least I'll have an ounce or 2 of low grade to throw in the pile.
Hey, don't forget there's a gold bond wire in them LED lights.
Would you like me to send this to you, Irish?
Nah, you're okay. It probably costs about €100 to get it through duty.
Hey, I'll even pay for the VAT.
It probably cost €100 to get past duty. And then you get these really small little gold bond wires, and you have to crush them down to get them out. And yeah, I don't think it'd cover the cost somehow. I wouldn't go that far now to doing that. Are we talking about CDs or DVDs? They're software CDs, I think, not DVDs. Then I get one. That's the best thing to do is get one, and at least people will know what I'm on about. Back in a second.
Okay, let's have some fun. What do y'all want to do while he's gone? Oh, that's interesting. Soft floors for the yeah, very cool. Okay.
Jack, I hear you.
Yeah, we're just we're trying to come up with some way to get your channel banned.
Oh, no, less of that. So this was the stuff. If you look back in the videos, you'll see I took a rake of them apart and for gold recovery that'll be coming in future videos. And what was inside was, as well as the card, was one of them discs. So it was just a CD disc like that. So you're straightforward, run-of-the-mill software disc. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm out of breath from running all the way downstairs. I need to do more exercise. Baseball radiators. Yes, I would go for the silver. There is a place here in the UK that turns scrap CDs into for soft floors for kids. There we go. See, there's always a use for something outside of the box. What is there saying? Scrapping Irish CDs and DVDs are good from online. Vegetable gardens. Yeah, to scare away the crows from pecking at your vegetables. Scrapyard, you might want to Google precious metal refiners and give them a call and ask directly if they're. Yeah, problem with in Ireland, there's not too many precious metal refiners in Ireland. Most stuff from Ireland gets into UK or gets into Europe or probably to India, somewhere like that. So it's not really. It's not much of it happens in Ireland, I'm afraid. Plenty of scrap guys, but not refiners. I don't know of any refiner in Ireland at all, precious metal refiners. I'm going to have to Google that now. Precious metal refiner Ireland. I might find someone. I never thought of that, who's it? Let's have a look and see. Oh, there is a Irish Metal Refineries Limited, which are based in Meath, but it doesn't say they're precious metals. It just says Irish Refinery Metals. Let's see if they do any gold, or is it just blah blah blah. Waste, metal recycling, electronic waste. So again, it's not really refining. They're just, in other words, they're a glorified scrapyard. You can bring your e-waste to them and they'll get it recycled for you. So it's just, again, it's just a glorified scrapyard. Excuse me. Smash them up. Oh, Christ.
Bless you.
Ah, there we go. Solars wants me to do some sort of crafts. You should know by now, Solars, me and crafts don't work out too well. That fish nearly killed me.
Did she say craft or crack?
Well, bit of both. She wants me to make a collage. The last time I made a collage, I think I was 6 in primary school. So, did you get any new clients this week, or what was the story? Did you come across any more clients, or how's that going for you in growing the business?
Yeah, we're making some progress. It's it's a little bit of work at this stage. Just trying to work with folks to explain why I can help them and what I can do to help them and that kind of stuff. But we're making some progress.
Yeah.
I had to be careful because I was anticipating being locked up in a courtroom for 3 weeks. So I didn't want to, get too far down the road with anybody and then say, oh yeah, but I can't do anything for a month. So, I'll see you in a while.
Yeah. And then say, oh yeah, I got this for you. And next thing you can't do it.
Yeah. So now that I know I don't have to deal with that right away, I'm going to get more active this week with follow-ups on some of these people.
Thank you, Everyday Solars, for that. To remember to hit the thumbs up. I do forget to do it when I go into people's videos myself. Something. So it always helps the algorithm if you give a thumbs up. YouTube might recommend me to someone that hasn't found my channel yet.
I'm trying to find something here, and
I see on e-waste. I don't know if you watch e-waste Mike's video today yet or not, Shark, but he had some PCs that had some interesting nests built in them again.
Yes, I saw that. That was really funny.
So are you sending your PCs to him? Any of them with the rat's nests in them, or birds' nests, or mice, or whatever's in it, bees, whatever you come across.
And they were crapples too. So know.
He should have just set fire to the nest.
Yeah, there you go.
And burnt the crapples.
Daggone it! Where did that go?
What did you lose?
Well, now I'm going nuts because I had something sitting here and now I can't find it.
Well, now you know how I feel about my dremel. I thought I knew where it was. And then I'm thinking, did I loan it to anyone? Then I said, no, I wouldn't loan it to anyone because they wouldn't have had the charger for it. So if I have the charger, that means it's here.
Would you have put it in your car for some reason?
No, I thought that too. I said I checked the boot of the car, checked the glove box, checked under the seats in case I had to whoop me. In case, see, I thought maybe I brought whoop me because I might have been going somewhere. I thought I might need a dremel to do something, and I left it there. So no, didn't do that either. So the only place it's left is either in this room here or in the shed, which I have to go. So this room tomorrow, I'm going to tear this room apart and search all the boxes in case I put it into bottom one of the boxes with some. There's boards and there's other bits and pieces that I do have here. So if I'm watching some YouTube videos, I can be taking something apart while I'm watching the videos. And if it's not in the bottom of any of them boxes, then the shed is my next video. And if it's not there, I just have to buy a new one.
Wheel. Deb, where did I put that stuff?
Yeah, I hope he always like does wash his hands before he goes to bed, putting his hands into stuff and going, I wonder what's in here. And he says, why later? Oh, my fingers feel funny.
Yeah, that's I try to be careful about doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the little people needed the dremel. The leprechauns are gone with my dremel. No, it was a good one. It was actually the Dremel brand as well, not one of them knockoff ones.
This is very frustrating.
Mrs. Shark must have stole it on you.
Well, the frustrating thing is I know I saw it here just not too long ago, so it's unfortunately I've got a crap hole going here with stuff, and so it could be sitting right in front of me and I won't be able to see it. I hate when I get like this sometimes. You get.
Yeah, Poosmate says she knows exactly where my Dremel is. Poosmate, if you can tell me where my Dremel is, I would be very, very happy. And don't say it's in the last place I left it, because I know exactly that's where it is. That's what everyone says. Oh, it's in the last place you left it. Exactly where you left it. This is exactly where I left it, but I don't know where I left it. That's my problem. I'm just hoping. Well, it gives me an excuse to do clean up in here in this room anyhow. So,
like there's ever an excuse. Like there's ever one ever needs an excuse for that. I got that excuse every freaking day of the week here.
Obviously, I because I'm single, I live on my own. I don't have anyone saying, oh, "You want to tidy that place up there now?" I'm like Ralph. I can leave it and just pretend I don't see it. Put the blinkers on and go, "Oh no, nothing there at all. Not 15 there."
Yeah, Mrs. Shark just closes the door when people come over.
Yeah, that's the easiest way. Raphael, how are you doing?
Oh.
Are you doing when you? Have you noticed now that we say the days are getting longer again? Are you doing more, staying out longer, scrapping or street scrapping or anything like that, or are you just doing the same hours, Shark?
Same hours. I'm a lazy bum. No, it's every day is different. Some days I'm out doing a lot of pickups. Some days I'm doing a lot of processing. Some days are admin days. I'm just catching up on paperwork and emails and that kind of stuff. So I can't really say that there's any rhyme or reason to it. Just like why I can't find what I'm looking for right now. There's no reason why it shouldn't be right where I left it.
Well, it is exactly where you left it last. I guarantee you that. Just where you think it is not where you left it last.
Oh, hey, I did find a CSI Miami disc in some scrap. If anybody's into CSI Miami, let me know.
I used to always love the CIS, Vegas and Miami, and what was it, Los Angeles, and there was what else was there? There was another one. What was the four of them? Set in different places. New York, I think it was. And
The original one was the absolute best. I mean, just CSI. That was the best.
Yeah. Used to love watching it. Do they still make them, or they stopped, or they finished?
I think they're done.
Do you know what I started watching again? And I don't know why. I started rewatching Game of Thrones again from the very beginning.
Oh, okay.
And I started to, you notice stuff you missed the first time over. And, you go, oh, yes, that's, they say something maybe in the first series or the second series, and you go, the first time you watch it, you take no heed of what they said. It meant nothing. But because you know what's coming, you go, oh, that's the reason that was said, It was like a foreshadowing of what was to come.
Yeah. Well, of course, then there's the times when you sit there and you say, now, did they plan that, or did they just play off of that then later on?
Yeah. Did they have that, and did they go, oh yeah, we better put this in because we used that in the first series? But yeah, same with Breaking Bad and stuff like that. You ever watch them programs, and you'll catch stuff you missed the first time. I'm sure Raphael noticed that with all the movies and all the TV series he watches.
Oh yeah, he's the guy to ask.
Raphael, did I notice that you went live again after your live stream? Because I see he set up another live the last night at 3:45 in the morning.
Raphael did?
Yeah, Raphael. Or was that just a mistake? Because I didn't actually look since. Did it delete it out, or is it still there? Let me have a look.
Oh well.
Raphael.
I'll find it eventually. I think I've misplaced it along with my winning lottery ticket.
Oh, God damn it. That winning lottery ticket. No, I don't see anything about an extra live, but I could have sworn I seen something pop up to tell me Raphael was going live again. Every 5 or 6 years, I rewatch the ITV drama Bad Girls. Love it. Isn't what you think. It's prison drama. Okay, isn't what you think. It's okay. It's only if Ralph was here, we'd think it was something else, because Ralph would tell us it. So it's just a thing on StreamYards that threw it up. Okay. Because I was thinking, did you go live again at 4:45 in the morning? Have you given up looking, or are you going to keep looking?
No, because it's driving me bonkers. It's like, dang it, I know it's here somewhere.
I rewatched Breaking Bad here 6 months ago, so I decided now I'd rewatch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I got to decide what I don't watch a lot of TV anyway, so.
Yeah, but you did watch Game of Thrones, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what about Breaking Bad? Did you ever watch that?
No, I would watch bits and pieces here and there, but I can't really say that I was all that dedicated to it.
I think they were two of the best TV series that were done for years.
Oh yeah, they weren't good.
I watched Walking Dead and stuff like that, but the Breaking Bad and the Game of Thrones were very good, I thought. It'd be nice to start rewatching X-Files. Oh, the X-Files, yeah.
X-Files, yeah, that's a good one to rewatch.
I hope it's the original X-Files every day. Sorry, it's not that new crap they put out a while back.
Well, the most frustrating thing is it means I'm going to have to actually clean this mess up. If I want to find what I'm looking for, I'm actually
going to. That's what I'm saying about mine, that I have to clean up the mess. But at least tomorrow is garbage pickup day, so I can get rid of a lot of stuff out of that that I don't want anymore.
Rats.
I watched the whole of Game of Thrones, every episode in 2.5 weeks. So you stayed up for hours watching it at night, every day solid. Is that what you're saying? You start watching it when you finish in the evening, work or whatever, and then you wouldn't finish till 3 or 4 in the morning. Game of Thrones sounds like a documentary thing about toilets. You heathen, Raphael, you heathen.
I think you ought to ban him for that one.
Yeah.
Time him out.
Time him out, yeah. For not watching Game of Thrones.
I'm still here. I'm just looking around behind the screen.
That Sharky won't understand this, and I don't know what Pooh's mate is saying there, but we'll have to wait and see.
This is so frustrating. I know.
No, it's behind you. No, Sharky won't get that one. You have to be in Ireland or the UK, I think, to get that one. It's behind you. Oh no, it's not. Come on. You knows, bro. You knows, bro. I love the frustration that I can see on your face there, Shark, because that's what I have when I'm at the moment when I'm looking for that dremel. I just go, yes, it's in this press. I know it's in this press, and then I go and open and it'll go through it all, and I go, no, it wasn't in that press.
Yeah. This is very weird. Very weird.
What is he looking for? I think he's looking for. Let's pretend he's looking for something that he doesn't really want. It must be very important when he keeps looking for it. I'd say some paperwork for, I don't know, for his lottery. No, he lost his marbles a long time ago, I think, Everyday Solars.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
Or it could be like E-Waste Mike and I've lost my noodles.
Yeah, in the garden, find them. Whose mate reckons you're looking for a fuse to send over to Ian Matthews? I think he's got enough fuses Ian Matthews has. Are you going to give up? You're giving up, Shark, are you?
No luck yet. All right, well, we'll find him eventually.
And is it something very important, or is it something you can replace again?
Oh, I can replace it. It's just going to cost me money.
Oh, yeah, it was. Wait, what do Americans not have? The joy of pantomimes? You don't know what pantomimes are, do you, in America?
Pantomimes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So you got what got what Pooh's mate and you know Bro was saying. It's behind you. Oh no, it isn't. The old Pantos.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll keep looking. They'll show up somewhere.
Ah, I dropped it. Damn it.
Frustrating.
Ah well. The cleaner will find it. Oh wait, I am the cleaner. So did you scrap anything out interesting this week? Did you find anything? Anyone in the chat? Did anyone go to the scrapyard? What's the prices like at the moment? Did you bring anything to the scrapyard this week? You did. You had in your video. Your street scrap stuff.
Yeah, usual stuff.
How are the prices holding up?
Good. Yeah, they're shred is still holding up. The non-ferrous actually went up a little bit, and board sorts prices went up a little bit too. So,
what went up a bit again? What was that last item?
Board sort.
Oh, board sort. Okay.
Yeah. So some of their prices went up too.
Oh, win-win at the moment.
Oh, I wonder if I put those in my car. They might be in the truck. That might be where they are. Yeah, I'll check the Sharkmobile. I'm not going out there right now, though. It's raining.
Oh, yeah, you've got a thunderstorm. How long do they usually last for over there?
They can last for hours. Depends on, what type of, what's generating the thunderstorm. I think this was FROPA, so it probably will be over pretty quick. Yeah, this will be wrapping up pretty soon here.
Oh, not too bad. Quite heavy rain today. It wasn't really thunderstorm, just really heavy rain. I went out back and the back garden was flooded at one stage, so I said I'd stay away from there. Imagine what's happening to America's English pantomime. Men dressed as women, women dressed as men, and children are taken to see them. I see. I'm not going to get political or anything, but big news over here was Florida schools banning a lot of maths books because it didn't. I said, "Oh my God, they've gone after the maths books now."
I'm not going to comment.
No, you don't need to. If anyone doesn't know what we're on about, read it. It's interesting. It's interesting in a funny way. Don't forget to incorporate jokes.
Oh, hey, this was a major. This took up a lot of my time. I revamped my website.
Okay.
So, and I spent some time trying to make it more mobile friendly.
And do you run the website yourself, or do you buy it through a third party, or did you set it up from scratch yourself?
That's why it took so long, because I do it by myself.
Okay.
I have learned more about WordPress and Elementor than I ever thought I would.
But again, that's things people don't see if you're working for yourself and you're running your own business or whatever, and you're running a website. It's not just collecting the waste and recycling the stuff and going through it. You have to make sure your website is updated. You have to do all that social media side of things and everything like that. So it does take a lot of time when you're running your own business. It's not just a matter of going out and picking up scrap and scrapping it out.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, Park Nest.
Especially if you have, like I just added to my website, prices, because I'm now at that point where I'll be allowed to purchase from the consumer, just like a regular, scrapyard. So, posting when you're going out on the limb to post what you're buying stuff at, you've got to pay attention to the market.
Yeah.
And then adjust that accordingly, because you're obligated to pay what you tell people you're going to pay.
Yeah. And what are you advertising you're going buying? Is it all like electronic stuff, or is it any sort of scrap?
It's mostly electronic stuff. I make my prices so bad for the other stuff that folks won't bring it to me. They'll bring it somewhere else. But I try to be very competitive on the e-waste part, so that people will bring their e-waste to me. The reality is there's a couple of big scrap yards in this area, and I'm never going to be able to compete with them on the prices for the basic commodity type stuff. But I can compete with them for the e-waste side of things. So that's where I'm focused.
Okay. Harknest, welcome in.
What's up, Parky?
Parky is talking, but we have no sound.
Yeah, your microphone. Check.
Still no sound.
Check.
Technical
1, 2,
difficulties.
3. Can't hear you.
Harknest is having technical issues. Oh, I heard something.
Nice to get there.
He's plugging out and plugging in again.
Right, you should be able to hear me now.
Okay,
yeah, there was something not quite plugged in. So, yeah.
I have that problem all the time.
Technical issue at my end.
How are things with you, Harknest?
Oh, all good.
What have you been up to?
Not a right lot. I'm off work till May Day bank holiday.
May Day is the 1st of May, I'm presuming.
It's the 3rd. It's first
Okay,
Monday.
so you're off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've got just over 2 weeks off. Yeah.
Is that annual leave or is it just?
Well, it's just some holiday I've booked off work.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a part and parcel of the annual leave, but it's what I could get.
Yes, I think that's probably.
I was out to a Thornwick Bay static caravan.
Okay. So you're going out to your static caravan for the 2 weeks, are you?
Bean.
All right. So what are you doing for the 2 weeks off?
I'm actually be taking Toro over there last week. Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be coming out again. First outing of the year.
Okay.
Oops.
I might just do a bit of a video on it.
Might as well. Isn't that what YouTube's
sort
about?
of pre-outing check.
Video on what you're up to. That's what YouTube is for.
Yep.
Showing the world what you do every day. And some people, I know some people don't get that. Because if you change from something that you normally wouldn't do, would say you do something and you go, oh, I don't want to see this video or whatever. I know even Matthews just get that sometimes. People go on, oh, why aren't you doing this? Your channel is about it. But people forget it's not about that. It's about the person as well. It's what they also do. It's not just, so if I decide someday...
Yeah, but in a way, a touring caravan does tie in with cars.
I know it ties in with cars, but it mightn't be what people might watch your channel.
Yeah, not everyone wants no, not everyone want not all my audience will want caravan content.
Yeah, exactly. But you have to understand that your channel is about you, not just about repairing cars or whatever. It's a bit of everything.
We're going to have another line of thunderstorms coming through in a few hours too. So,
you're really getting it. And when does your really bad storm season start? You know when them big storms start coming through for you?
Those are usually Are you talking about the hurricanes or just the regular?
Yeah, hurricane season. When do they start?
Oh, that'll kick off in June.
Okay. You know, imagine like you have a season here, like we say seasons, or winter, summer, whatever. You go hurricane season, tornado season. You know, it's a different extreme climate, weather-wise, with them tornadoes and hurricanes that come in. Because I seen was it what I was saying, the granny, they had a tornado there, wasn't it? She was saying back further. Yeah, that one there. Had a tornado come over the other night, damaged 10 miles away. We slept right through it. Scary stuff, because I remember driving through a place. It was up in Missouri, I think it was, and it was a place near Lebanon or something like that in Missouri, and the tornado had hit 3 months earlier, or maybe even 6 months earlier, and it devastated. We drove through, like, and that was 6 months, 8 months later, and it was just flattened, houses flattened completely.
Oh yeah.
Gee, and you see it in real life, you don't realize how much damage they do. Wow.
Yeah, I lived in Memphis for a few years, and so you know, that's part of that's Tornado Alley here in the U.S. And they test the sirens every 2 weeks, I think, every week, something like that. And And then, but when they go off for real, that's when it, it's just, it just gets in your gut, and it was funny because the first season we were there, the sirens are going off. And of course, having a degree in meteorology, I'm outside looking for the damn thing. And Mrs. Shark comes out and she says, just because you're a meteorologist doesn't mean you won't get struck by lightning.
I'm trying to see what that is. I think it was in 2013, and I'm trying to see where it was. That was, I think it was a really bad tornado that came through, and I'm trying to see, was it Missouri or was Missouri, wasn't it?
It could have been anywhere there. It's
Kansas.
It's an annual occurrence.
Yeah, I wasn't up as far as Kansas, so I was only in Missouri, and I'm trying to think. It was definitely 2013. Tornado.
And then Mrs. Shark was listening to the news, and they were telling everybody, if you don't have a basement, go to a central room of the house with no windows. And she says, she's saying we should get inside and do that. And I told her, honey, that's just so that they know where to find the bodies in the rubble.
Yeah, I think it was in July 2000. The tornado had hit in May, and I was there in either July or August, or June. Yeah, it would have been June it hit, and I was there in August, so 3 months later. But I couldn't believe how bad it was, how everything was just leveled,
So here's a classic example of how we have taken technology that was originally invented for military purposes and turned it into something that's good, right? So, radar was invented for the military, and then we created Doppler radar for the military, and then we experimented with different frequencies of Doppler radar. Well, Doppler radar is what the Weather Service uses to be able to figure out if a storm cell has radiation inside of it that could lead to tornadoes.
Yeah, but military stuff is used in a lot of stuff. Like we say, drones. Anyone with drone, anyone has a personal drone now, that was originally designed by the military for them. Your GPS systems were military. Your stat nav military. Any of that sort of stuff that we're using in everyday use now was originally designed for the military and adapted for normal use after so many years.
No, GPS came about.
Go on.
That Korean Airlines plane that got shot down by Ruskies back in the 80s.
I thought GPS was out before then.
But when that happened, Ronald Reagan authorised GPS for civilian use.
Oh yeah, but the military had it before that.
Yeah,
the military had it before that. They were using it.
Oh yeah, well, it was originally it's an example.
I'm sure even superglue, I think, was originally made by the military for instead of
Korean Airlines Flight 007. I'm not going to say 007 because that's James Bond.
So as a designed to glue up people on the war when they were being shot or whatever, a temporary job to get them back to be operated on properly, and they used to just use super glue to glue them up, and that was it. So it was originally used by the military, and then it was taken out and used by the military and just sold as a normal everyday product you buy off the shelf, but originally designed again for the military. Amazing. Everything is designed for military use first.
Hey, Crypto.
Hey, Crypto. Good to see you.
Yeah,
I was actually. So I was assigned to one of the first ships that got original GPS test equipment, and one of my jobs was managing the test, and it was just freaking hilarious. We'd get the GPS fix, and then we would establish our fix based on visual sightings and celestial and things like that. And and the old chief quartermaster, been in the Navy longer than I'd been alive, and callus from his coffee cup and burn marks from the cigarette, and he's like, newfangled equipment, this will never replace it. They're never going to shoot down the moon and the sun. Well, I can find my location with.
He wasn't going to rely on any computer to tell him where he was. He was using the stars, the moon, the sun. he was going using them scales that Raphael had on his live last night, the ones that Isaac Newton originally had. No. But yeah, some people don't like to change. It's what they're used to, and that's it. They won't change to, and that's why a lot of companies, when they start bringing out new stuff, I've noticed that with, companies, and whether it be older people working there, they just give the older staff redundancy rather than have to try and train them, because they just know it's not going to happen. They don't want to change to the way they used to do it.
No, Raphael, that's your fault, not mine.
Yeah, not accurate, because you probably got one that should have been scrapped out and you repaired it. Instead of scrapping it, you repaired it. Repaired Raphael, not scrap it.
I tell you though, I think I mean, coming from the military, I knew what the accuracies were. But what has really amazed me is that the commercial systems, that you have in your car, they're so good now that you can tell what side of the highway there's an accident on, and the traffic is backed up on.
Yeah.
Because you'll have the southbound lane will be all red, the northbound lane will be green. So, you know that there's an accident on the southbound side.
Yeah. But
it's just amazing.
Well, most of that information is coming from Google, you see, as well, because everyone's phone is connected to the Google server. So they're able to track. They go, well, every day Shark drives from here to here, and it takes him 20 minutes. Today, it's taken him 40 minutes. Why is that? And they go, everyone on that journey is taking 40 minutes. Okay, there's an accident there. They're able to tell road works, whatever it is, and your phone can tell you straight away. If you look at your phone, you're going anywhere, you see red lines, there's either road works or an accident there.
Yeah.
And it's Google tracking people's phones going and back and forward and going, well, that journey only used to take 10 minutes. Now it's taking them 20 minutes. There's something wrong there. You're being watched by Big Brother or Big Google, whichever.
Big Google, yeah.
Big Google. And when I said you're being watched by Big Google, okay, Google popped up on my phone to ask me, did I want to ask it a question? So there we go. Okay, Google, are you listening to me? Yes, it is. So there we go. Big Brother Google.
Lulu, come here. Go on, lay down. That's a good girl. Yeah, one of the unfortunate drawbacks of the thunderstorms is that somebody
is afraid.
Yes, and when she gets afraid like that, she tries to crawl.
Shows again.
Pardon me?
Show the dog again.
Oh.
But made it big so everyone could see.
Oh, she's a fine dog.
When she gets scared like that, she tries to crawl underneath the desk, and then she has a nasty habit of unplugging wires and connections.
Getting tangled up in the wires. Stop the lights.
It's really strange because her predecessor, oops, sorry. That was just a robocall. Her predecessor didn't care about lightning at all. Lightning, thunder, fireworks, nothing bothered him.
She wasn't, or he wasn't afraid.
Yeah, but this dog, no, she didn't want anything to do with it.
She ain't getting involved in that game.
Yeah.
Sorry, just checking something here.
Happy Easter, Crypto. Mrs. Shark and I were trying to figure out what we were going to have tonight: chicken or rabbit?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Over here, lamb is a big Easter dinner.
Yeah, but who ever heard of an Easter lamb? You don't see an Easter lamb. You got Easter bunnies.
Lamb is a big thing over here because you get fresh spring lamb around this time of year, all time Easter. So it's a big popular. I don't like lamb, so I didn't have lamb. But
yeah, you're not the only one. I can't stand lamb.
It would be a popular Easter dinner here in Ireland. Lamb.
I like lamb chops.
No, I hate lamb. Full stop.
Yep, me too.
Lamb chopped and lamb shank. Lamb shank's good too.
Long time since I've had rabbit. I can't remember what
never
it
had
tastes
rabbit.
like.
I remember when I was younger, we had to catch a rabbit for our science class. Well, we didn't. They just asked, would anyone be able to get rabbits for a couple of rabbits for the science class? I said, yeah, we'll get rabbits, no problem. I'll get your rabbits. I lived in a town. I didn't live in the countryside. I said I'd get rabbits. So I knew a few bucks that used to hunt. So I said, you could get me a few rabbits. So they got us 4 rabbits for science class. Brought them into the science class. So we were dissecting the rabbits, and we took out the lungs and we took out the heart and all that sort of stuff. And we got it. They took out the lungs, and the science teacher was showing us how the lungs work. And he put a straw into the lung, into the top of the lungs, and he said, when you blow in here now, he said, the lungs will inflate. So he gave it to one of the students. He said, just blow into the lungs there. And the student wasn't the brightest spark in the world. Instead of blowing in, he sucked.
But that went.
All the bits or whatever was in the rabbit's lung was in his mouth. I never laughed so much. He went green, every sort of colour, and then just puked everywhere. That's what you get for being dumb.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder how some people have survived the Darwin cycle.
Yeah, to get Darwin Awards.
Like, the first thing he done was took a breath in and take, because see he probably thought, I'll take a breath in and I'll blow these lungs up really big, you know.
Yeah.
If he got the straw in his mouth, he was probably trying to be smart, and he was going to blow the lungs up by giving a big massive breath of air into them. And then he sucked first and took all the juices.
That's what he gets for being a snotty ass.
What's that joke? What do you call an Irishman with half a brain? Gifted.
That's you.
Oh, that's just not.
Good luck.
Yeah, there we go.
Enjoy your
Time
basement.
out.
Bagness is in the basement now. That's it. Now he's imprisoned in the Scrapping Irish basement, never to be seen again.
Time out. Time out.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say anything else.
Oh, you don't want me to time him out? Daggone it, I've got this wrench and everything. Shoot.
I have a sense of humor. It's okay. I have other ways of getting them. There'll be someone calling to his door later on. Next week, you'll see Bagness with 2 black eyes, if you want to know what happened.
Yes, I'm still looking for this stuff. Daggone it.
Lamb is great. So, what's called Raphael loves his lamb.
But Raphael is right. It has to be prepared right, because otherwise it can just be
I think I better stick to my duck jokes.
If I go to the poshest restaurant, the Michelin star restaurant, and the lamb is on the menu, I still am not getting it. I just don't like it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, some people just don't. I don't particularly care for venison. Some people love it. So
yeah.
Never had it. Oh dear.
I never had venison either, so I can't comment whether I'd like it or didn't like it. You know what? Something I tried one time was octopus. Never liked it. It was like, I don't know. It was just some sort of, I don't know, like elastic bands in your mouth.
Octopus is another one of those things that if it's not prepared right, it's just nasty.
This one was just like I don't know, it was like having an elastic band, trying to chew an elastic band.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Now, we were in New Orleans for a trade show, and we went to one of the famous chef restaurants, and I thought, well, I'm going to try something that I would never in a million years would I eat this, but since I was on the company's expense account, I figured we're going to try gamecock. Oh my God, that's the nastiest tasting bird in the world. I mean, just nasty.
I presume it's a dark meat by the sound of it.
Yeah, and it's just it's gamey, and and it was funny because a couple of my Canadian friends were with me, and when I ordered it, they said, "Are you sure you want to eat that?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'll give it a try. I don't mind trying anything." And the one guy said, "Okay." Yeah, it was just nasty.
What the hell is
Isn't it supposed to taste like chicken?
I don't even know what that is.
You want to know what chitlins are?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Granny explain that one.
I don't even know what they are.
I think if I describe it on the air, you might get banned.
I remember seeing this video, and you might remember the guy Irish. He was called Jack Hargreaves, the TV presenter.
Yeah.
It did. There's this one thing he did. It was a butcher butchering the pig. I'm sure that's what she means. It the chitterlings.
I don't know what they are.
It's from, I can't remember what it is. It's something to do with pig's intestines.
Oh.
No, that's what they use for sausages, isn't it?
Yeah, but you see, people like black pudding and white pudding. It's made from the blood.
Yeah.
I still eat that. I like that. But it's if I like the taste of something, I don't care what it's made out of. if it tastes okay, I don't care what it's made of. Like we made out of the duck's beaks.
Right, I think I found the video in question.
Best octopus sliced up while it's still alive. Ooh, George. I don't know about that. Octopus sliced up while it's still alive.
Sushi.
Yeah.
So
By the way, welcome in, George. But yeah, no, some foods like that's why if you're ever abroad and you're not sure what to eat, there's always a McDonald's. And you're guaranteed it's going to be the same bland taste as it is in every other McDonald's in the world. So you're safe.
Oh, I used to love when I would be traveling, trying local fare.
Oh no! I'm not a risky eater. See, I'd be afraid I'd get these shits for a week after it. So I'd be thinking, right now, the only time I might try something risky is when I'm going home. So I know for at least it's not going to ruin my whole holiday. The first day arriving, no, I ain't going to try any risky food. The last day I wanted a week of sitting on the toilet during my holiday.
No, I would. I always traveled with a pint of Imodium in my bag.
A pint of it.
But you go to Scotland, so let's try haggis. It's never had it before, and
never have it again. Is that what you're saying too?
Oh no, actually, I kind of rather enjoyed it.
Did you? Oh no, I wouldn't be a fan of haggis. No, tried it once. That was it for me.
Yeah, when I was over in the Far East, I had sea slug. That was interesting. I think sea slug is probably one of the most unusual things I've ever had.
Oh, that's a description there. Smells like you boiled the septic tank. Oh, I don't think I'll be trying that somehow. If it smells like you boiled a septic tank.
Although you think about it, if you have natural case sausage, that's just intestine.
Yeah. And you know that stinky fish, whatever it's called, you know that delicacy they do in Iceland?
Oh, pastrami.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not. No, I've
It's
not
not
had
actually the
that.
fish itself. It's,
Huh?
it's just when it's starting to ferment.
Yeah. But, ugh, Jesus. You know, oh, let's not have
Well, the
fresh
fish
fish.
itself.
Let's have fish that's gone off.
Yeah,
You know.
I don't. You know, you can just imagine. You can just imagine the. You know, they're sitting around going, "I can't understand these Japanese people that are eating fish fresh out of the ocean. You know, they should let it sit around for a few months until it's nasty and stinky."
If they let it ferment long enough, they'd have a drink out of it. They'd have an alcoholic beverage. I might have to go back to after I might have to go back after my dinner. Yeah, Solace, I think it might be safer to stay away if you're going eating. I would not feed it to my dogs, Granny. Crypto wouldn't even give it to the dogs. It's that bad. I remember driving by a dog food factory. There used to be one between. I was about an hour from here, about an hour and a half from Dublin, and if you drove by it and the wind was blowing the wrong way, the smell that used to come out of it. You know, that was a dog food factory, like where they used to make the dog food out here. I wouldn't, the smell of it, I'd say, how the dogs would even eat that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, dogs. Hey, dogs will eat their own poop. So come on, you know, let's think about what we're talking about here.
Raphael is getting, Ralph is getting his coffee and then he'd be popping up. Say hi and see what he was up to today. Oh, I hear a bleep in the basement.
Got his coffee quickly, I guess.
Now, this is a guy who will eat stuff that would turn your stomach with just the smell of it. So, and he's probably got some to eat already this evening. The stinky cheese man.
Cheese man.
Hey. Hello, Irish Shark.
Thank you, Hefner Mode.
What's up, Ian?
Everyone in chat. Hello, I can't see you, but hello.
Tell me this.
Well, hold up your hand.
Cheese today?
Sorry.
Did you have your
Hold up
stinky
your
cheese?
hand.
It's glue.
Uh-huh.
Would that be Gorilla Glue by any chance?
It's Gorilla Glue, yes.
Yeah, because it didn't come off your hands for about 3 days.
No, it's I took great care, but it got everywhere.
Yeah, well, you don't get it on your fingers. It takes forever to get off.
It might be fingers. You want to see me?
I was going to say, did you go to the toilet at the same time?
Faber's a Dalmatian. Well, actually, Faber's a Great Dane, but I'm not bragging.
Anyway, answer my question. Did you have your stinky cheese today?
No, I've not had any cheese today. No, I nearly did. I nearly bought some port. I nearly bought some stinky cheese, but I've been decorating all this weekend. I've been putting some full time in and not had time really. Sit down and enjoy it. It's like when I finished, it's like that's it, shower and bed.
So no artistic work in the shed. No, like creating great stuff from your scrap that you collected up.
I've done a tiny video which I'm going to upload shortly. Literally, it'll only be 3 minutes of a video. You know, but if I don't take out the bits I do twice, it might be 6 minutes.
Yeah. What was that deja vu you were at again?
Yeah, well, what happens is I use iMovie, and there's a back arrow if you want to go back to do something, and there's an undo arrow at the side of it. So you're editing, you click something out, then you want to go back to see how it ran, and I hit the undo arrow, so it puts it back in again.
Okay.
So
There must be is there a redo?
yeah, as you know, when you're editing, you've got to go through it about 3 or 4 times. You know, and it's a pain. And you've had a few drinks. Well, I've had a few drinks, and you're there going, "Oh God!" I've done myself to sleep. You know, and
You will use the Crapple products.
I've seen this bit, so you skip forward, and then you see the bit that you thought you'd cut out, and you thought, oh, that's in the right place. And in the end, you go, upload.
Yeah. And I was here, next thing I was watching it, and next thing I go, hold on, did you not just say that? And I had to go back, because I thought to myself, am I imagining something? So I went back and go, no, he's put it in twice, the same part twice.
I know.
Even bigger content creators do that.
Well, it's a great know if people are actually watching your video or not, because
So like if Furious Dragon will do it.
Straight away, you've done it twice, so you know, well, that person's watched.
Well, I must admit, I thought to myself when I finished 17 minutes, I thought, that's a bit long for what I've done, you know. Never mind, it is what it is. So I showed you, and him, and you, me washing my stones.
Yes, I said, well, at least you're washing your stones and not someone else's stones.
I'm not sure I want to.
Put it up again.
I'm not sure I want to see this.
He keeps putting the camera up to the side there to show something, but he doesn't leave it long enough, does he? Or is that just by accident?
Which bit?
There now. What do you keep showing up on the wall to us?
I'm going for my drink.
Oh, I thought you were trying to show me something on the wall behind you. And I said, what's he trying to show us?
So as I lean forward to get my drink,
yes,
you know, we'll do that again. Hang on.
If Everyday Solars is still watching, she's going to get seasick.
Have you not got a mate?
Listen, Shark Scrapper, if Everyday Solars is watching, she's going to be sick when she sees me bench later.
But is it going to be empty? Completely empty?
Almost
clear?
Yes. Almost.
So clean you can eat your dinner off it.
I have to try and get my binge cleared because I need to find my dremel, which I'm presuming is either out there or in here. I don't know which.
No, my bench is a mess.
Both have to be tidied.
Well,
oh yeah, E. Matthews, what was your response back from? I didn't go through all the comments. What were people saying about the scrap? Is it just something they collect and get rid of it straight away, or do they keep some of it, or what was your general feedback on that video?
Well, it's half and half. The hobbyists say they'll strip everything. The people who do it for a living, like Shark, CU scrapping, etc., say, you know, it's just money. You know. Hello,
hey, Raphael.
Hello, gents.
There was a lot of comments regarding that, you know. So it's if you've got the time, is it a business? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something that divides the community. What is scrap? What is it? Is it? Do you go to a certain level before it becomes too much for the value you're going to get back out of it? Do you hold on to it in the hope that you have a use for it at some stage? It's just one of them things, you know. Everyone has a different opinion on it.
Yep.
Hey, Ron, welcome in.
Oh my God, this is a deja vu from last Sunday.
Is it?
Hello, Ralph.
This kind of helps.
There you go. Ralph is back.
Yeah, by the way, good to see you guys.
Ian, I need to show you something.
Right?
I need to. I was given something yesterday. A man approached me in the street. He asked me to fix his TV internet somewhat connection because he knew I used to work for the cable company, and he then said, "Oh, you can have like the old modem and old stuff. I have some more stuff in my shed that I need to get rid of. You want any of that?" And in there was one of these.
Oh,
whoa! That's
Exactly. So I'm very happy because I was actually thinking of getting one of these because I've seen you and Everyday Solars use these, and now the guy just gave them to me. So, and I got some other stuff.
As Ian says before, what's your saying about all the scrap man has to do is?
a scrap man never wants. He only
waits.
There
exactly.
You go.
So I was quite happy to get this, but the guy has a lot more crap, which I might be going by next week to get. Sounds like the start of a 70s porno, Ralph. What? A guy approached me in the street?
Yeah.
A guy approached me on the street. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then he gave me a 100.
He said, I've got something long and hard for you.
Yeah.
Want to get hammered?
Want to get hammered? Yeah.
I'm afraid not.
So, did we all get Easter eggs?
Of course.
No, I've had them all like last week.
All gone by now.
All
couldn't
for
wait
Easter
till
eggs.
Hey, tomorrow's the best day to buy Easter eggs anyhow. They'll be all cheap in the shops because any of the ones sold, they'll be doing them at half price. So check your shops for Easter eggs at half price tomorrow.
I used to work with a guy that collected peeps, and he would decorate his office with these containers of peeps.
What's
You know
the
what peeps are?
No.
The original peeps are marshmallow chicks. They look like little chicks, little
Okay.
ducks, but they're made out of marshmallow, and then they have, colored sugar on them. Well, peeps have morphed into every shape and size imaginable. Batman peeps and Star Wars peeps and, superhero peeps and all kinds of critter peeps. And this guy used to collect them. It's like, and they never go bad, So, I mean,
So much
he had
sugar.
The amount of sugar.
He had the peeps that were like hard as a rock because they had just, petrified over the years.
And would you not like have if you open the window, would the place not be full of bees because they get the sugar straight in for the sugar, all the bees attack it.
We didn't work in too many buildings that had windows.
All right.
Oh my God! Talking about bees? Did anyone see Bro's last video?
No.
He had this big fat bee which he videoed in his shed.
Oh, I had a big wasp in my shed, still there. It was there yesterday and today.
When it was flying across his bench, he was actually sweeping the dust off his bench. You'll have to watch it. It's unbelievable.
You'll have to get a few of them, Matthews, to clean up your bench.
Oh no!
It's like a tiny helicopter.
You watch my video tonight. I don't need any help clearing my bench.
Oh, so what do we do now? Is it a clean the bench challenge? Is it?
I have a pathway to my bench.
Well, I won't say, but you'll have to watch in a few weeks' time on my update on my shed. My bench may not still be done. But it has to get done now because I've lost my dremel, and it's pissing me off that I don't know where it is.
I often
I know where mine is.
But I never find the box that's got all the bits in it.
Oh, I found the box. I have the charger. I have everything, but I don't have the dremel. So I haven't loaned it to anyone. So I was thinking, give it to anyone. Because if I loaned it to someone, I'd have to have given them the box with all the bits and given them the actual charger because it's a wireless one. So I said, right, I haven't loaned it to anyone. That means it has to be here.
Wow, that's loud. Oh.
Have you scrapped it?
I'm afraid I may have thrown it out by mistake. And it's not one of them cheap. It's not a cheap brand. It's the actual Dremel brand itself. It was
I have a couple of those.
Oh, mine's a Draper.
No, it was the actual Dremel one. It had a great battery in it too. When you charged it up, it lasts. I think it was an 18 volt in it, and
a cordless Dremel. Oh,
yes,
that's posh.
Well, I have a corded one. The cordless one was handy because you could just go out to the shed with the cordless one, do whatever you had dremeling I had to do, and then besides having to get a big long lead and tripping over the lead and the lead getting tangled on boxes out in the shed and stuff like that, it was great. I could just pick it up. So I'm thinking I might have it in the shed, left down on the bench, and then I came in and threw all my e-waste on top of it.
Okay, so what's your main use of a Dremel? As a grinder?
As a grinder, yes.
Okay, those little discs.
Yes.
I put it on, I switch it on, I touch it, and it goes.
Yeah.
And then I have to get a tiniest screwdriver ever, eyeball it, unscrew it, find another one, put that little tiny screw through it, screw it back down, switch it on, touch the thing, and it goes.
No, but
Yeah,
see,
that's
I
it.
don't
Too
have.
hard, Ian.
I bought the
It's
little
just too
adapter.
hard.
I bought the little adapter first, so you don't have to use the screw. It's called
Oh,
a
you
quick
can click it
release,
on.
and it clicks on and clicks off. So you're not
Yeah.
messing with screws. You're taking it out really quick. You can change the heads on it. So I had that on it. That yes.
That's it.
And
Ralph,
That's why they come with like 40 of those little discs in one pot.
Ralph,
you buy
that's
them.
about 3 minutes worth.
Well,
And then I usually.
I
give up-
thought you were a better grinder than a better welder, but
I
apparently your
give up.
dremeling is even worse than your welding.
Then I give up and get a 5-inch grinder on the job.
Well, when I say grinding, I don't mean what I use them for is. So I have something here that I can show you what I use them for. We say a board, and there might be a little IC chip in the middle of the board. Everything else is crap, and I just get the thing cut down along the IC chip, flip it off, and that's it. And then
Yeah.
the rest I throw away. That's what I use it for.
That'll work.
Yeah.
No,
I
okay,
actually grind down the little discs until they're just about tiny little bit bigger than the screw, and then I replace them because I'm that careful with them that I actually wear them down to the very end. Parknest, can you please turn your volume down a bit?
Darkness.
Turn it down, you won't be able to.
He's trying to
Turn it down, you won't be able to hear me.
He's trying to blow
Well,
don't
your
that's
want
kind of
to.
how we like it.
Can't hear me
Yeah.
now.
We can hear you fine.
I'm going to go back to the chat for a minute because there's something I missed in there for a second.
So,
By the way,
Chris,
Irish,
talking
My
about
my
eggs.
cow, it's obviously working.
Everyone
Sorry.
calm down for a second until Raphael, what were you going to say?
I was gonna ask you why use Dremel instead of just knife.
Because
Go on.
I don't know. Well, let me I'll get the part I'm on about, and I'll show you. So
Okay,
carry on talking.
okay, go on, Sharky. You were on something.
Oh, I was just curious. Over in the UK, do you decorate eggs like we do here in the US for Easter?
No.
Where you hard boil the chicken egg and then you dye it in different
Yeah, we do it.
colors and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
over here we do sometimes, or
Yeah.
at least the kids do.
As a child, we used to. As a child, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have like play when you go to church and what do you call that thingy? Anyway, bless the eggs and the food and tiny little basket, and then we got the play. After you got to pick out one egg of your basket and fight with someone else, and whose shells get broken first. Yeah, you get another egg.
And that was a church thing.
And actually, I was at one day, actually at one holidays, I was the sneaky one. I took geese eggs instead of chicken ones.
Oh, I actually had a rock that was the exact same size and shape as an egg, and I painted that and I used that.
Okay.
Why
That's
did
what-
that not surprise me at all?
Right. Anyway, this is the item I'm on about to Raphael. You get to see it on the.
Make it big.
You
Okay,
see,
you did.
see the chip. See the little chip in the middle there.
Yeah.
On the
If I'm
transparent
trying to,
circuit board.
it's because it's so tiny. By the time I get the knife and try and run it down and flick it out, it just takes too long. Where if I just run a Dremel there, run a Dremel the other side, the Dremel will go inside of there where them bits are, and it'll cut it down. It just falls straight off. There's no messing, and it's done. That's what I use it for.
Okay.
And I see the MOSFET on there with the copper in it.
Yes,
You
the proper
see-
MOSFET.
To
Yeah,
me,
the pro-
I wouldn't do that. I'd just get a wood chisel, bang bang either side.
I used to do the chisel as well. I used to do the chisel thing, but
Cheers, Bill.
why would I put all that effort in when I have a little thing that you just go zoop, zoop, done.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Well,
I tend to use my Dremel a lot more as well for stuff like that because I'm just too lazy to use either a screwdriver or a chisel or whatever,
Hey,
or a file
hello,
to check
Bill.
for brass. Just go done.
Yeah, but you all are not using the appropriate Ian Matthews calculus. He has to look in his shop, decide which one of the tools is most likely to do the most damage to his body, and then do it that way.
Oh yeah.
Hello, the happy Easter, Bill.
That sounded bad.
I thought someone farted.
What was that?
Hang on.
There was the extending of the tripod.
Tiling.
There's the MOSFET for you now, Raphael. I took it out.
Is that your Easter donation,
Yeah.
Ian?
Oh yeah, and it was and I knew that when you break tiles up, the razor sharp, and I should be wearing gloves. And I'm like, nah, I'll be right. Next thing you know, right on the joint.
Oh, lovely, right on the knuckle.
Every time you
Yep.
bend it, it breaks open.
Yep. Great. The funny thing is, go ahead.
So I was going to say, I know a guy who used to, when you get all them little cuts, on his knuckle, he used to get candle wax and melt it onto it. I reckon because that way the candle wax helped to seal it up quicker. Don't know did it ever work or not. Weird.
We just used to stick our hands in salt water.
Yeah, but you was in the Navy. Salt water was handy.
It would
See
heal
what everyday
everything.
scholar said? Gloves.
I had a discussion about gloves earlier today on someone else's live stream. Well, I wasn't actually there. I was just in the chat while I was doing the plug soup and listening with one ear and typing with one hand.
Have you uploaded it yet, your plug soup?
No. I'm not even done. I still have one more pot to go.
How many pots have you done?
5.
I got somebody on the scrap chat forum saying, what can you do with plugs? So, of course, I replied and said, make plug soup. Oh, no, I replied, stick them in boiling water, like luke up plug soup, And there's like all these people replying saying, oh, I watch all these videos. Thanks very much. I'm like, oh, God. And then as many people saying, I can't be arsed, just weigh them in.
And what, when you're weighing in plugs, what do the scrapyard should pay you for them? Do they give you just
£150 a ton.
Okay, so there is a special category for them.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't have it. It just goes for shred.
Yeah, see, if it goes for shred, I always scrap it out. If they give you a special price better than shred, I kind of look at it and I go, is it worth going to the effort to pulling every one of them out? Or will, if I can get something extra than shred, will I just weigh it in?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to give me a price for gold burning circuit board.
But you will get a price over there. I told you already, you'll sell that, no problem. If you put that up on eBay or somewhere like that, and you get the money before they even come to collect it, the money's in your account before they even come to collect it. Yeah,
I'll
sell that, no problem.
I'll wait till I've got 3 half-ton bags.
I suppose one for me, one for Raphael, and who's the third one for?
Yeah, I could take one. Why not?
Not solid, why not?
And one for Solars. There we go.
He does a little bit of e-waste.
One. But Solars doesn't really break it down. She just sells them all. She sells her boards complete. She's like Shark now. She's big time. She's not like us small hobbyists. They pick up a board and they pick up a board like this and they go, oh yeah, that goes into mid-grade. I pick up a board there and I'm here like, right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ICs. I have a few MOSFETs. What else can I take off? They're big time. They just go, oh yeah, that's low grade. Oh no, that's high grade. Oh, that's mid grade.
And I just go, oh, that's the secret location.
Hey Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Who did I see come in? Dan came in. Bill came in.
Hi, Dan.
David Young came in. Copper Buck Recycling came in. Who else? I seen someone else. Bill Plymouth came in. And if there's anyone else I missed that came in, please put something back in the chat so I can highlight you as being in.
No, I don't know that name, Copper Buck Recycling. I'll have to look that one up.
He used to be under, what was his? I think he had a name change, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What was his previous channel known as again? Come on, guys.
I don't
Don't ask me,
remember.
I already forget.
I know, I forgot too. That's why I'm trying to put the pressure on you.
Copper King something? Was
it
that?
Copper King Recycling? Was it?
Oh, Copper King's still available.
No, I don't think it was Copper King. Was it? Oh, someone in the chat help us out. Come on. What was the original name of that channel?
He could tell us. Southern Scrap Crusader.
Yeah,
that was
there
it.
you go.
That was it. Yeah.
That Crusader.
Yes.
I didn't know that name either.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, you have to come on here more often than Ian.
Ian, you'd never get a job holding the camera for Hollywood films. That's for sure.
I find out the bigger cutting blade for Dremel.
Wait, shows?
Oh yeah,
Sorry, it's hard work.
Oh yeah.
I have a couple of those really big ones as well.
I got few of them. I don't know. Never used them yet.
I used to
I'm gonna-
use them for case modding computer cases.
I will just test out the Irish way of cutting away the IC
Oh
chips.
yes. Let's hold on. Hold on. I want to make it big in case you chop your finger off.
Wait,
another one?
wait, not yet. I need to find out the
Okay.
board.
Okay.
Oh my God! On Facebook, you guys watch someone? I can't remember his name now.
Evening, Electronic.
He
Hey, Electronic Scrappers here. You had a question for him, Irish.
Oh, I did. Yeah. And now I can't find where I put the disc. Oh, Jesus Christ! No wonder I lost my Dremel. I had the disc and it's disappeared.
You
I
probably
think
put
you
it with
the
your
disc
Dremel.
with the Dremel.
Exactly. As soon as you buy something new because you lost your old thing, and you're gonna go, I'm gonna put this in a safe place where I can remember it, and I will always find it. And then you open the
What I've
drawer where you
decided
think
to
you're gonna
do-
put
what
it,
I've
and then the
decided-
other one is there.
No, what I've decided to do now is I've dedicated a press in the house that is all my tools go into now. No matter what, when I'm finished with it, that's where it goes back to straight away. And then I've decided that's where everything goes: screwdrivers, drills, saws, hammers. Everything goes in there anymore.
All right.
Okay, Irish, I'll help you out. You can ask the question now.
Okay, electronic scrapper. Someone left a comment on my videos telling me there was silver in the CDs that I was taking out of. There were software CDs from the from these modems and stuff like that I was taking apart on a
Yeah,
video.
the driver discs they always
Driver
come
just
with.
said there was silver in them because I asked people what should I do with all these discs I left over because I piled them, thousands of them, and someone put up there's good silver in them discs. Well, if there's silver in them discs, electronic scrapper, would you know what's the best way of getting that silver out of them discs? That's the question.
But first, is there actual silver in there?
Is it worth doing? And then if it is worth doing, because I know electronic scrapper likes his silver and does a lot of silver recovery stuff, is it worth doing? And how is the best process for doing them?
What is this? This weird stuff. This is just an empty chamber. Weird shizzle.
Who got 10 pallets? What was that about? I had a defunct spring to pick up one option, 10 pallets of desktops and laptops. Got for how much? 510. Is it?
10 pallets. That's like 51
$1 a pallet.
per pallet. That's a good deal.
Yeah, well, I think it's a good deal, but again, I don't do that much.
I don't have the space for stuff like that, but that sounds like a very good deal.
Grapping Irish doesn't have the space for stuff like that.
And I still picked up 7 pallets of e-waste, and I got them for free, which was best ever. If you can get stuff for free, you'll always make money on it.
Exactly. Free is my favorite F word.
Ian has space for that in the secret location.
The super secret location.
Oh, I don't know. That's getting full these days.
Yeah,
Oh,
where do you think the stuff goes from the shed he's in? When he clears the path, when he goes, oh, look at this, I've got rid of the stuff from my shed. Yeah, to the secret location. That's where it's gone.
No, it's just gone out to the garden until he gets done, that live session, and then it comes back in after he shuts down.
That'd be brass. Awesome.
No,
Electronic scrapper has disappeared again on me. He just comes in and disappears.
There's tiny bit, not worth it, in my opinion.
Where? Oh, there it is. There's a tiny bit, but not worth it. I believe you can give them a hot sulfuric bath to get the foils out. Okay, that's what I was wondering. How would you get the foil out? It might be worth doing, but messing with hot sulfuric acid is very, very dangerous. That stuff, if it gets on your skin, and especially if it's hot, it'll eat through you fairly quick.
Hang on. You're talking to a guy who uses nitric acid all the time.
Yeah, but again, I don't use
sulfuric acid.
sulfuric acid hot, like boiling sulfuric acid. That stuff is very, very dangerous stuff. If that splashes on you, it'll eat through you. Like, I could drop a bit of nitric on my finger, and it's not going to burn straight away. I'll have time to wash it off. If I drop
It's like alien blood.
if I drop sulfuric acid on my finger, it's gone in through the skin within milliseconds. Boom. It's eating you away. Nitric acid, you have time to wash it off. It doesn't burn instantly. The one, unless you have it hot again. If you boiling hot nitric acid, then yes, it will work a lot quicker.
I thought, fluoric acid is the worst.
The worst is the one they make that piranha acid, where they mix a couple of different acids together, and it showed people like you can throw a piece of meat in and it dissolves it completely, nothing left, not a bit of it left, and the liquid is clear again afterwards. It's not like the liquid goes all cloudy with it. It's just
really?
Like, oh yeah.
Where can I get that? I know some people I need to play hide and seek with.
To take a swim.
Yes.
And that's why they call it piranha acid, because it's like a piranha fish. It leaves nothing. It completely dissolves it away. There's nothing left.
Okay.
And
Piranha acid.
you can see it on YouTube. People doing it.
Mental note to self.
So we have a bank holiday tomorrow. So we're off
Yes.
in Park Nest. What about the rest of you?
Yes,
Me
the
too.
bank holiday in Ireland as well.
Yep. I'm never off. I own my own
Continuing
business.
on
I
the
work
plug soup
every day.
tomorrow.
Yeah, Easter in most countries celebrate Easter in some form, whether it's like Passover or whatever else they call it.
Or as we call it, Zombie Jesus Day.
As you call it.
Yeah, we basically eat roast rabbit.
Terrible, Ralph. Terrible.
Oh.
Oh my God. The older cities have a few microns thick of platinum. The cost of recovery is no way worth it, even as a hobbyist. But it's still, it's not whether it's worth it. It's the can I do it factor.
It's the fun.
It's am I able to do it factor. It's not that that's going to be worth so much to me. That could cost me 300 quid to do, but can I do it?
Well, it's the same as when Cody swept the half a mile of road.
Yeah.
How much platinum you can get from the side of the road out of catalytic converters, and it worked out something like 6% ore value. And he said, everyone would do it around it. I'm not almost naked. Well, ish. We're not going any further there. That's because Dirt Rider, Scrapping Harris comes on late. I'm old and I usually go to bed early. So I'm ready for bed.
What do you mean late? I come on at 8 o'clock in the evening. 8 o'clock. It's not like I'm coming on at 12 o'clock at night. You don't go to bed at 8 o'clock, do you?
Oh, I'll tell you a joke someday about a potato clock.
Yes, thank you for that, David.
No, I was going to send you to the basement, but if I send you to the basement, you just disappear, so there's no point. You want me to do that.
I'm going shortly anyway. But you do. Have you heard of that joke about the potato clock?
No, go on, tell us the potato clock joke.
Oh, God, I've not got time for this. I can't really remember it.
I thought that was the joke.
No, in its short essence, an Irish guy, he gets a job and he goes into the clockmakers.
Holy crap!
He says, "Can I have a potato clock, please?"
I break it already. Not even started yet.
I do that, Alf. So the watchmaker looks at him and says, "What do you mean, a potato clock?" He says, "Yes, I need a potato clock." So he says, "I don't know what you mean." He says, "In what context?" So I say, short joke. So he says, "Yes, I've just got a new job. I went to the supervisor and he says, you've got to get here. You've got to get up a potato clock." I tell you, it's long joke, you spread it out a bit longer. That's the short version.
All right, let's see. What can I do with this wrench?
Can you remove it?
Hang on. Do I need to explain that? You have to get up at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, up at 8 o'clock. We get it.
He says it just better than a. He said it says it just like an Irishman does.
Oh, Matthews, I'd ban you for life. But I want all that e-waste.
I tell you.
Ban for life? Ban for life? Wait a minute. Let me see if that's an option.
Come over here with a trailer and take it. It's worthless to me.
Take it bits.
Chicken bits, mate. The problem I have now, because of ye pesky English Brexiteers, if I went over with a trailer and came back bringing it into Ireland, there'd be a box standing there and he goes, excuse me, what are you importing from England? Oh, it's just all rubbish. Oh, yeah, that we value that as whatever. We need a duty of $3,000, please.
Wait, there's no place where you can like cross the border where there's like just a road that goes there. You have to go.
There
Ireland and England are separated by a sea.
No, Ireland and England are separated by.
Oh right, yeah, you're on that bit. All right.
What by
If
which?
you go to Belfast,
Yeah, but you're still, if you're
Must
coming
be
in
back
there,
road.
the ferries do the check in England's side.
Oh,
That's what the port. That's what this agreement between the EU and
Okay.
the.
Okay. We go to Dover.
Yeah.
One of the,
Why would I go to Dover for first
Well,
thing?
the-
If I'm coming from England to Ireland, I go to Holyhead.
yeah, but no, one of these dinghy divers coming over in those boats.
Dinghy divers.
You say, can you do a return trip via Ireland?
Dinghy divers. You're sending them to Rwanda now, anyhow, so that's where they're going.
Hopefully.
That's where it's going now. But I'm amazed. Like
Yeah, it works.
you voted to leave Europe to stop immigration coming in, and you've the exact same amount of immigration coming in as you had beforehand. So that worked out well.
No. I know. It's shocking. I saw something on Facebook today, and it said, if immigration strengthens your country, well, why don't they stay where they are and strengthen their own country?
Well, you see, the
Exactly.
problem, immigration does strengthen your country if you get the right type of immigration. So if you have people who are doctors, nurses,
Exactly what my daughter said.
you know,
Exchange students, basically.
they and engineers and people like that who get, they will strengthen the country. But if you get the person who doesn't want to work and who wants to live off, no, not everyone coming from abroad is like that. I'm not saying they are, but there is certain amount of people that don't want to work, and we have them here in Ireland, and we have Irish people who will not work no matter what because the benefits are too good to them, and they're happy to stay at home and leech off the system. And then there's other people who come from other countries. I've seen people come from Syria to Ireland, and they get up every morning and they go to work every morning. And there's an Irish person who lives across the road from them who doesn't go to work any day of the week. So immigration, people will say, oh, the people coming in, they don't do much. I've seen Syrian people come in and work, and I've seen Irish people who've been here all their life, sitting at home, getting the dole and loving it.
Yeah.
It all depends. It all depends on the person you're getting in. If they were a working person from the country they're coming from, and they were already working and were happy to work, they would benefit your country because they'll go to work and they'll pay their taxes. But if you're getting a person who was never worked a day in their life and they're coming to your country and they never plan on working a day in their life again, they won't benefit your country. You know?
Okay, Irish. I did test out your way.
Yes.
Got 2 chips off.
Yes.
It's working, but it sucks.
Irish. Just you're not skillful enough to use a dremel yet. We'll train you.
Take to an armor.
Take to armor. But, so immigration can help and immigration can't help. It's a two-edged sword. So look at there's people who come into this country who are doctors from wherever and they turn out to be saving people's lives with being able to do operations and surgeries and stuff like that. And then there's people who come in and all they do all day is sit at home watching TV, and leeching off the system and getting paid to do it. So
Yeah,
You're right about
unfortunately,
that.
yeah,
the reputation immigration has is usually the bad one.
yeah, but there is a lot of people who come in and benefit countries too. It all depends on how you deal with them and how it's dealt with when they come into the country. That's the problem.
You know, I don't I no wonder why some of them doesn't even want to work if they gonna get like free houses, even window wash service and all that stuff. So for what they got to work, right?
Yeah, but again, it's not like I could sit at home from Monday to Friday and have the government pay my rent and have the government pay so much. But at the end of the day, you're not going to have the lifestyle of a person who goes to work because you're not going to be able to do the same things. You're not going to be able to, for a start, you're not be able to go on holidays. You're not able to do this. Because if you go on holidays, then straight away the crowds are down saying, "Well, hold on, we're paying your rent, but you're still able to go on holidays." So you can't do everything.
Hang on. If you've taken all that risk and everything to get this country, you think you're going to risk going on holiday?
Yeah. But that's the thing. But you can't. What I'm saying is, if you came into the country as a worker, immigrated into the country as a worker, you can go back out on holidays wherever you want. You don't have to go back to the same country. You can go wherever you want. But if you come in and not working and you're just leeching off the government, you're never going to be able to enjoy the life everyone else has.
Yeah, I think I think we're more talking about illegal immigrants than we are talking about.
Well, you could always become a scrapper.
Asylum seekers.
Well, some asylum seekers will never work either. That's what I'm on about. Some will come in, they'll get asylum, and they'll work. The other ones will come in and never work and leech off the system. So it's just the way it is. But you have already people in your own country who were born in your country, who aren't immigrated into the country, will leech off your system as well. So what's the difference between them leeching off it and an immigrant leeching off it? They're both leeching off the system. They're both getting their rent. They're both getting their houses. They're both getting their allowances. But we always pick on the immigrant doing it. Why don't we start with our own people as well? Saying why are they? Why is Johnny sitting at home since he's been 18 and never done a day's work in his life?
Because the benefit system
Exactly
as much.
It's the benefit system.
It's rigged.
You know,
So it's not the immigration system; it's the benefit system.
In my opinion, benefit system supposed to be for people who cannot work,
Yeah,
who are not able to work.
or who lose their job and need a hand to get back into work.
But it's supposed to be at the level to survive and pay the bills, nothing else.
Yeah, but
If you want to have some extra, go the job and then you get. But as well, the self-payment supposed to be much higher for those who working, right? If you want to live out of the benefit, you got totally enough to feed yourself and pay your bills. That's all.
Yeah.
If you want to have something extra, you got to go to work.
Anyway, that's politics, and we're not going to talk politics. That's politics.
Right. I'm going to go to bed. So,
it was one of the earliest videos. I'd have to check that out.
So, Raphael, I do want to point out one thing though. When you used that Dremel to get that chip off of there, if you had been Ian Matthews, you would have used a 7-inch grinder and held the circuit board with one hand and the grinder with your other hand,
without
a guard,
and then wondered why you were missing part of your finger.
Kind of like just going like.
I was going to say as well, Raphael. You know that dremel you used. What disc did you use? Did you use what was it? One for cutting metal, or was it one for just general purpose?
I don't know.
Well, that comes into account.
That's right, and no gloves.
And I think you were using just the cheap ones. I used the proper metal ones, not them cheap.
Anyway, as you didn't see it, but I
simple
didn't cut it
the
that
cheap
way.
cutting discs.
I cut it that way, so if it's shattered, it go around, not on me.
now I'm actually, I'm Tony. I'm going to say, Shark, you got me wrong there. I don't use a grinder when it's dangerous. Having said that, wait till you.
Ian, just getting grinder in your hands is become a dangerous.
Wait.
You hold anything other than a hammer, you become dangerous.
You've said that, but wait till you see.
Well, I don't know. It could be dangerous with the hammer.
Shut up. Wait till you see tonight's video, having said what I've just said.
Okay.
I mean,
Can't wait.
Steve Matthews, as always, appreciate you coming up, and have a good night and enjoy your sleepy.
See ya.
See you later.
see y'all later. Okay, bye, folks.
Good night, Ian. Have a good
Bye,
week.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you too.
Happy Zombie Jesus Day.
I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that.
Ralph, I'd
Come on,
say you're going to
fella,
burn in
go.
hell, but you'd enjoy that.
Yeah. I'd get big fat red guy out of his chair and say, for God's sake, get the hell out of my chair.
What are you doing in my chair?
And Ralph will be sitting on this chair and screaming, "Hey Hitler, stop playing games on Stalin!"
No, I'd be impregnating all the demon succubus, the female demons, and creating an army of demons, and then go to Earth, and then kill only religious people.
Your head is just so warped.
Don't worry, it's all bullshit. It's not gonna happen.
No, there's no wrong with him. He's normal.
Hey, I was talking. Do you remember last night I said to Brizzy Boy that I bought a stamp for posting out the thing to him? I've gone one step further tonight. I've put
You
it
actually
in an
posted
envelope
the thing.
and
Oh.
I put the stamp. So I just need to put the address on it now. So that's my next. So I've gone from buying the stamp to getting the envelope, put the stickers in. Now I just need to put the address on for him.
Hey, why you put the stamp to envelope before you put the address on? What if you
Satan
make a
has a-
mistake?
That way then I'll have to do it because I've used the stamp up.
But then you can make mistake on the name or address or whatever.
I don't make mistakes. What do you say?
Yeah.
That's what whiteout was invented for.
How dare you?
You know, every time when I sending somewhere abroad,
Hey, you know what I
holy
do?
crap,
I'll
those
let you in on
addresses look weird.
I'll let you in on a secret. I don't write the address on the envelope. I write the address on a sticker, a label. And I take the label afterwards and stick it to it.
That's what I do
You
as well.
lazy
If I
bastard.
make a mistake on the label, I don't put it on it.
Yeah, but how many labels do you go through?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I do. I never want to meet a succubus.
No.
You know, bro.
The male version of a succubus is also a band. It's called Incubus.
Incubus. Satan has a restraining order. Yeah, Satan has a restraining order against Ralph.
Would be wise.
Just in case. Oh,
This your pact with the devil.
yeah. So what time did you start your plug soup today? How long did you spend doing your plug soup, Ralph?
I actually spent a couple of hours doing it. It took a bit longer than expected because some of the pins that I get out have the little bit of plastic on it still, and then you have to get the bit of plastic off, and then you have to like twist the cable, the bit of copper wire that's on there, and then snip that off in a separate. But I have quite a bundle of pins, so
Okay, we'll have to wait and see for that. That'll be interesting.
yeah.
And did you weigh them beforehand?
No, I don't do the weighing and calculating and whatever.
Nah.
It's just I'm showing what I'm doing, and if you want to weigh and see what it's gonna make you, then whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah,
You know,
don't-
I
don't
could
think
basically
bars,
I
making
could
copper.
I could get like 2 pins and the grounding bit from like several plugs, and then or from like 10 plugs to get so 20 pins and 10 of the grounding bits, and maybe the little bits of copper, but they vary in length, so it's not really that handy. And then weigh those, and then do calculation from there. I guess that could
Well,
work.
see, it'd be interesting to see what you would have got beforehand. I know you don't sell them. If you said, right, if I went to the scrapyard, I would have got 20
I
quid
think
for these puppies. And then
30
if you
cents a
weigh
kilogram,
all
I
the
think.
gas afterwards and go, well, now I've turned that 20 quid into 100 quid. But my time it took me was so many hours. Well, that works out, I made 20 quid an hour. So then you can decide, oh, yeah, well, that's better than working in a shop stacking a shelf, isn't it? You know? So that's what I like to see. If you can turn how many, like we say, shark tunner there with his power supplies, and the most money was made just cutting the wires off it the quickest amount of time, and he brought his money up from, I forget what he brought up, but you like tripled your money in the space of a half an hour.
It's still the best way for me. Well,
Yeah.
except for when I find a power supply that from a gamer, that Liquid Gamer, the power supply from that one,
Yes.
I already sold it for $40.
Yeah, because that's what like a 1,000 watt or whatever.
Yeah.
Close to.
Yeah.
Again, I don't go to the trouble of even looking to see if I can sell it because
I got an 850 watt in here. That's a pretty beefy power supply. Those are actually quite expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of my viewers left a comment. Hey, I'm interested in buying the power supply. So
Okay, well that's not too bad.
sent me an email, and it's sitting in a box ready to go over to UPS in the morning.
Cool.
Okay.
You know,
And
when I
did you
build
test
my
it? Did you test it before you sold it, or did you sell it as untested?
Sold it as untested.
Okay.
as I building my last home build, I bought myself 1,000 watts also, and I burned it before I even started out first.
How did you burn it out?
I double
He's a
connect
noob.
some pluggies.
And how much did it cost you?
About 1,000 crowns, maybe 1,500. So
Does the space
That
station,
would be
doesn't
what,
the space station have solar
$200?
panels?
yeah, something like that. Yes, Sharky, yes.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute.
Okie dokie.
But instead of that, I find out one used what I already got in my cave, 850 watts, so that's all right.
850 is usually way more than enough because the CPUs these days don't use that much power anymore, and so does the main board. It's the video card that uses quite a lot of power.
Yeah.
The graphics card, especially if there's 2 in there or 4.
Do you pull off them little diodes in there? Do you pull them off the boards?
No, I don't
not-
bother. I
Oh,
don't
they
bother with
really-
diodes.
If I do it by accident, of course, I grab it to the buggy, but I not do it intentionally.
Yeah, because a lot of them, I'm looking on this board now, most of them have a gold bond, not a bond wire, gold flash wire around the outside of them, or not a band, a gold band.
But
On the
there's
outside.
also gold wire inside, but only
That's
one,
the thing.
unfortunately, and very short one.
Yeah, but if you crushed everything, if I got all these and just crushed them all up and threw them into the acid and let it work away, might be worth doing.
Yeah, it may be worth, as far as using the compressor heat gun and all that stuff. Sometimes you go a little bit too far, or you cut away a few pieces what you not mean to cut away. But other than that, no, I will not go after them. They
Yeah, well,
way
if I
too
was
tiny
using the
way
heat gun
to.
on this, if I use the heat gun, everything's going to come off. Because when I'm inside the heat gun on the back and just pushing it along, everything just falls off. So
Irish, you need to train more.
no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay there and just be with the heat gun. Oh, I just need to get them 4 dots there. I just go. Oh, everything fell off. My favorite, the heat gun.
I mean, compressor and chisel.
Yeah, that would work.
The air chisel. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
air chisel. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. That's
Yeah.
also heat gun, not heat warm, but heat punch.
I guess.
But again, would you not just run it across the board and do everything off it instead of like trying to get in between bits to get the little chips off? I just run the whole lot off and then pick out what I want afterwards.
Nah, with little practice, you can pick out the pieces what you want to cut away.
Question there for you guys. Anyone ever scrapped out a VGA card wondering if they're worth? Of course they're worth the VGA cards. They always have the
Cord.
gold fingers on them.
VGA cord.
Cord, not the card.
Oh,
sorry.
VGA cord. Okay.
Oh, VGA cord.
No, yeah, that's basically just like your telephone cable, just slightly thicker and more wires inside.
I just put them into insulator wire. There
Yeah.
you go, Ralph.
Hello, there, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
I love you too, Mike.
Hey, I found what I was looking for.
Hey,
Finally.
my dremel.
No.
Oh.
But they were out in the Sharkmobile.
That didn't let him peace. He got to go out to the Sharkmobile to get it.
Oh, the stickers. Hold on.
Oh, you got new stickers.
Yep.
Awesome.
Nice.
So these are, it actually focused. That's cool.
Yeah.
So these are, these are designed to go on the outside. So on truck bumpers and things like that.
So they can take the weather.
Yeah.
Water resistant, yes. Cool stuff. Cool stuff.
So, how does someone get one of them stickers now? Are there limited number of them, or do you have one for everyone in the audience?
I have that many.
Yes, that many guys.
Oh, wow.
That
That
many.
many. that thickness.
I still have this many.
There.
And I've got that many.
Yeah, I was just testing out a new printer. So if I'll send some out, and if people like them, I can order more.
Well, so you printed them yourself, did you?
No. I had a new commercial printer. A company that does it for me.
In fact, Nest has his roll of them there,
Yeah, I'm on a roll.
and I have my holographic ones, which look weird as hell in the green screen.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still have loads of them. If anyone wants them, I will eventually. Like Brizzy Boy's only waiting 4 months for this one.
I need to send out my second batch of stickers still.
Sure, I still haven't done the mail calls on your stickers. I haven't done them on who else? Kevin McGrath sent me Kevin sent me stickers. Someone else sent me stickers. I still haven't done the mail calls on them.
Oh, I don't know, Mike. I don't think I sent him one yet.
David Young is waiting for his one still, Ralph.
I need to check my stickers to send text file to see if addresses are in there.
I'd send one to Mike, but I know what he'd do with it, and then it would be in the back of his basement for the next 10 years.
See what
Let's
Dirt Rider
see.
wrote to you.
Oh, I actually don't have David Young's address. So send it on Facebook, David, so I can add it to this this list here.
What are you scrapping out, Ralph? Or not Ralph, Raphael?
I'm playing with my pencil bits for the Dremel.
Oh, okay. See, what's he at? See, now I got him hooked on the Dremel. He'll be using the Dremel all the time.
We will see.
I got to pay and get. I got to pay and get stickers made. So feel silly doing it. I know, Crypto, get your stickers done. I think it'd be cool. Get your stickers done. If you want to get stickers done, get them done and send them out to people, even if you don't have any content up.
It's working.
Oh, she's got a video on
I did, Ralph, like over a month ago. Oh, really?
So she's got a bit of content on her channel.
She said she didn't.
Maybe I didn't save it then. Let me go and check the chat here.
Holy
drop
crap,
the
I can be
sticker.
a dentist.
Well, show us that. What are you using there? Hold on now. Give us a right look at that. What are you working at?
His dentist drill.
My teeth
Want
hurt.
to see the gold?
Oh yeah, taking off the layer to see into the gold bond wires. But let's get now the big microscope out and get us a really close look up when you do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 2 fillings in a root canal.
I've seen
That is quite loud, though.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mute it. Anyway, okay.
burnt the ears off poor rat.
No
Okay,
gold.
let's have a look at-
No, I actually have the sound a bit down.
No
What-
gold at this bugger, at least not visible by the bare eye.
You'll have to put it under the microscope and have a look.
Yeah, probably.
Raphael will spend more in electricity than the gold is worth. See, again, that's EWIS Mike. See, because EWIS Mike, you and Shark are doing it for a living. For us, we don't go, oh, that's going to cost me so much to do.
Oh, Mike's gonna hate my next video
this,
then.
this is fun. I like doing this. Even though my meter might be spinning around in circles at the moment, I like doing this.
Yeah.
We don't do
I
it
made
for
the
money.
plug soup on the electric hot plate, so I probably used up way more electricity than the brass from the plugs, and the copper is gonna get me.
You know what? You know what you could have done to really upset everyone, Ralph? You could have burned insulated copper wire to give you the heat to do it. You could
Yeah,
set a
no.
fire of insulated copper wire under a pot and go, oh yeah, I'm also getting
This
the
is
copper wire clean.
multitasking.
Yeah, I'm getting the copper wire clean as well as boiling the plugs.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think you would have upset a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm still outside watching this. God knows what my neighbours are thinking.
Well,
Yeah.
the good thing is that there's now solar panels, so it might compensate. We have a lot of sunny days now, so
Yeah, so you can offset it against that.
yeah.
Anyhow, wasn't your electricity you were using?
No, it was my mom's.
Yeah, as I said, you were
But
using your mother's electricity. There you go. Better still.
She's the one that has the 12 solar panels on there, so yeah.
It's always better if you can use someone else's materials and electricity and stuff like that to do it. Doesn't cost you anything then.
OPM, other people's money.
Ah, OPM. That's what I'm going to remember.
Crypto reckons that sound reminded her of getting a tattoo done, Raphael.
Oh, yeah. I'm still scrolling, David. Haven't found it yet.
I think it'd be quicker, David, if you just send it to him again.
Exactly, yeah. And then I'm going to immediately add it to my list. I know it's in Vegas somewhere.
Vegas, baby. Vegas.
I recently was in Vegas as well, but it was Vegas from 1,000 years from now.
Oh, I thought you were going to. I said, when did you go to Vegas? I was going to go. I want to go to Vegas again. I liked Vegas, but I couldn't live in Vegas, David. I'm afraid it'd be too. I'd have lost my shirt, my pants, and everything in the gambling.
Well, I'm sure there's clubs for that too.
I'm sorry. What did you shit? Shark?
Conversations about Caesar's Palace.
There's some good places to eat in Vegas.
Oh, there is. That's the thing. There's some great restaurants over there.
Yeah, there really are.
Yeah. I enjoyed Vegas when I was there. Now, I was only there for 3 days, I think it was, or 4. We came on the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days. And that's the one thing about it. Some of the restaurants there are class, brilliant food. You know?
I'm also saying what happens in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas.
Stays on YouTube.
I remember the last night we were there and we were getting up early in the morning, so there was a few of the guys were drinking, but I wasn't drinking. I said, I'm not going to drink because it's early in the morning, whatever. And we'd go up and I'd order the drinks, like we're doing in rounds, and I'd order whatever, 2 beers, and I'd say, give me a Coke or whatever. They never charge for the Cokes. Never charge for the minerals, just charge for the alcoholic drinks. I thought that was class. I was there.
That's good for me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only charged for the beers, and the minerals were the soft drinks were free.
Yeah. Used to be that if you were gambling,
Oh yeah,
when
when we
the
got
drinks
the
were free.
well free. Yeah. The first night we were there, we were in New York Hotel, and
Oh, there we go.
We were down gambling there, and like that. I didn't know this at the time, and I was at the thing, and Yuan goes, what would you like to drink? And I go, oh, I'd have a Budweiser or whatever. And she goes, okay, yeah, I'll be back in a second. And she's back. I said, how much is that? She said, oh, no, it's on the house. So yeah, I give her tip, of course. And I said, $200. I said, what do you mean? She goes, oh, they give you free drinks if you're gambling. I said, oh, Christ, I'm still gambling all night. So
That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea.
it's not too bad if you're winning and you're getting the drinks free. That is a good night then.
Just
If you're
order a
losing-
drink, put a quarter in every time you order something, so it seems like you're gambling, but then don't do anything. What the hell is? Oh, there's some gold in there.
Yeah, he took off the top layer of the what's called the gold band.
Oscillator.
Gold band oscillator.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Hey,
I'm
Ralph,
beginning to like the drummer.
they have ways of of identifying people that are playing that game.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, there's cameras everywhere.
I know. Yeah.
You can't pick your nose in a casino without them knowing it.
Exactly.
Michael
Yeah.
Stinson, by the way. Welcome in, Michael. Good to see you.
That's all I do in a casino. Pick me nose.
Oh no, like when I went first, I said, "Oh, I'm not going to gamble. We're just in the bar having a few drinks." I said, "No, I'm not going to gamble." And once I went out, and we met this guy from, I think it was Seattle, and he said he was talking to us because he heard the Irish accent, and he was talking to us. He said, "Oh, you know, I want to go to Ireland someday," and blah blah blah. And he said, "Do you gamble?" We go, "Oh, we wouldn't know what we're doing." And he went out with us and showed us how to gamble, and we met, I think it was $500 that night. Next night he wasn't there. We lost the 500 plus more.
Yeah.
You know,
By the
because
way,
he was telling us what to do.
Butter.
Broke another one, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. More practice needed.
Crap.
But yeah, we made $500 because he was telling us what to do. But then the next night, which said,
We
"Oh yeah,
didn't do.
that was easy." We go, "We made $500 last night, and we got drinks for free. Like, it was like brilliant. We made money and got drunk at the same time. So that was like brilliant." And then next thing that night out, didn't meet your man again. Decided we'd do it ourselves. It was easy. Lost the 500 plus maybe 250 more.
What were you doing? Playing?
playing blackjack or 21, whatever you want.
Oh, blackjack. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing to do.
Yeah.
You know, with blackjack.
Oh yeah, because he was saying, like, he was here, hold, split, whatever. He's calling out all these phrases to us. And
Yeah.
I was here. I don't even know what I'm meant to be doing here.
Yeah.
You know, and we were here. Yeah, split. And next thing, your man would do something, the buck dealing the cards and do something or whatever. And next thing, oh, you won. Okay. I don't know how, but I won.
Yeah, I have no idea about the rules about that.
Well, I know the rules. You have to get to 21 or as close as you can without going over 21. But if say you got 18, you got two cards and end up at 18, and the dealer has 19, then you have to go again because you have to try and get higher to 19 to win. And the chances are you're going to go over 21. But if you get something like 10 on your first two cards, then you know you're going to get, you go, oh, I go again, and you're hoping for a picture card which will give you like 11 or 10, gives you 10, that brings you to 20. And then he has to go, if he's at 19, he has to go again, and if he goes over 21, you win. So whichever one he doesn't go over 21 first wins.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting it's an interesting game, and craps is an interesting one too. If you learn how to play craps.
I was watching, I couldn't figure it out. I could see them splitting the corners, and they were splitting numbers, and they were putting it on blacks, reds, odd numbers, evens. Oh no, that's not craps. That's is that craps?
No, that's roulette.
That's roulette. Yeah,
Yeah.
craps is rolling the dice, isn't it?
Yeah, craps is when they throw the dice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I couldn't understand that at all. I got a bit of the roulette. I knew what they were doing when they were putting on the corner. They were splitting four numbers, so they were getting a quarter of the odds instead of getting whatever the full odds and stuff like that. I could understand it. The roulette, I didn't have a clue. They were just throwing dice in the air. Yay! And here, what the hell? I don't know what he's done there.
I was when I would go to one of the gambling places, whether it was Reno or Vegas or wherever, usually what I would do is I would say, okay, I've got $100. How long can I entertain myself with $100? You know, and so I never expected that I was going to win anything. It was just, how many hours can I keep myself entertained with this much money?
Well, if you bought them
Change it to
10
quarters and go to automat.
yeah, quarters. If you got it into quarters, you can entertain yourself for a good while. But
That
if
would
you
be
just wanted to
400 quarters.
if you
Come
wanted to
on.
put $100 on one hand of roulette, it was gone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walk in, put everything on, I don't know, a number or a color or whatever, lose it all, and just walk out or back out. And be done in like 1 minute.
People go in and they just put big amount of money and they go everything on red, and you're here like, that's like £1,000 or £2,000, and he's putting it on one color, on landing on the color red, and you know it's a 50-50 chance of it. Well, there's also one green slot.
Yeah.
Mostly it's 50-50 chance.
What movie was that where two guys, one of them put everything?
Wesley Snipes said always bet on black.
No, not that one.
Oh.
That was
Did describe
I
the
will tell you
movie.
the movie, but that will be too easy, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
It was one with Wesley
Never mind.
Snipes.
There was a movie where one guy put everything on red and the other guy put everything on black and green came up. Yeah.
That's the luck, right?
Yeah.
That's a
movie-
zero in it on the roulette wheel. Green.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. If you bet on that, your odds are brilliant. It was what called said that line in Wesley Snipes said in Passenger 57. Always bet on black.
Passenger 57. That was it. Yes.
I did get to see some cool drama though. I think it was Vegas. I was playing roulette and this guy came and he threw a big stack of money down just as the person running the table said no more bets, and he hit, but the dealer was saying, I already said no more bets. You have to take your money away. And he said, no, I won. And it, he had too much to drink, and security came and took him away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Security is like really intense on them tables. Like we were there, and of course, us being tourists, we took out our camera to take a picture of us gambling to send it to our friends. And next thing security's over, no cameras, no pictures, no this. You hear, like, all right, calm down, guys. It was just, we were, they were really serious because I think some people use cameras to cheat, so they're that sort of way. So they straight away no cameras at the tables, and we're here. All right, sounds okay. We were just trying to send it to our friends to make them jealous. Look at us in Vegas drinking and gambling, guys. And then with security down top of us. But another thing I noticed too is if you're winning on a table, they'll swap out the dealers and they'll do everything to try and stop you winning. Like they'll swap the dealers from if you're, because I seen at our table, next thing the pit manager or whatever, the buck over the thing came over and he whispered in his ear, and next thing the buck we were playing with from thing said, oh, they're probably going swapping out the dealers now because we're winning on the table.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Next thing they send a new guy over, and next thing the man we were going with, he goes, we leave this table now, it's gone cold. We're here. What the hell does all this mean? It's gone cold.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that, and they're, generally speaking, they're going to win 5 out of 5 out of 1. I forget what it is, but the overall odds that the house is always going to win.
Oh yeah, they never really have a bad night. They'll lose on some tables, but the majority of tables are going to be winners for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's what it's all about, right? Business is business. Come on.
Yeah,
it's well counted.
Yep. It's business. It's statistics.
They got to win to give, let someone else to win something.
I had so much drink on me that night, I couldn't count my toes or my fingers, never mind card count. I wouldn't be able to count my toes. If someone said, how many toes have you? I'd be, oh.
That will be, I win.
But Vegas is something else. Like I think it was on what is it, the Mandalay Bay or one of them hotels? I'm not sure if it's Mandalay Bay or which one. What's called probably know. David Young is in Vegas. The one where they do the pirate show outside of it. Like a ship comes down outside the hotel, down this river, the man-made river they made for it, and they sink the ship in a battle and everything, goes under the water and everything. You hear like this is like something out of a Hollywood movie, and it's in the middle of a street, and they do it every hour, on the hour or every 2 hours, whatever it is, and you hear like it's just crazy the stuff that's there, So David, what hotel was that outside?
And can you imagine being one of the poor people that gets paid minimum wage to be a pirate on the ship that's getting sunk?
And do it every hour. Same thing. Well, here we go again. Under the water, just so these tourists can
at the morning and at the evening.
Yeah. And again, like if
that must be nice. On
favorite letter is R. You'd be wrong. It's C. It's C.
Ah. So that probably goes nuts on September 19th, which is International Pirates Day.
There we go. But what else? There's of course you have the fountains, and then you have the Paris Hotel. You look up and you can see the famous thing in Paris? The
Eiffel
Jolly
Tower.
Roger.
Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower.
The
Yeah,
famous
Eiffel
thing in
Tower.
Paris.
The thingy with the point on
Yeah,
the end
point
of the
on
top.
it. Yeah, the Eiffel Tower.
Looks like, from a
Big shred
distance,
file.
looks like a hard drive reader.
You know, I call it the Eiffel Tower because you get an eyeful.
Oh, Jesus, Darknest.
Well, if you make the mistake of looking up while you're underneath of it, you're liable to get an eye full of crap. falling
Yeah.
on you.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually in Paris one day when it snowed. It was really quite gorgeous. Paris with a covering of snow.
I've never been to Paris.
I trust
No,
you to
me
know
neither.
that, Ralph. What?
I've been to France, but not Paris. I went a bit further south.
Trust you to know what it looks like a reader. Or to know
No,
the
I
name.
think she was referring to International Pirates Day.
Oh,
I believe that no, that's for everyday solars actually. That lady who play on the violin, Lindsay Sterling, she
Oh,
gets
she's
like
good,
nice
yeah.
show on the well somewhere. I don't know if that was in Las Vegas or somewhere else, but she got video of that. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
It's also lighting and water show during that.
yeah. Everyday Solars was over in Vegas when she was only 20, so she wasn't allowed to drink because you have to be 21 to drink in America.
Only if they catch you.
You can have a gun when you're whatever age, but you can't have a beer. You know? No, you can't have a beer, but here, have an automatic weapon. Off you go to school with it.
Yeah, so it was
Nothing's
really
allowed here.
interesting. I was doing my MBA program, and we went to France. We started out in the south of France, and then we went up to Paris. And we were supposed to go up, take the train up to Belgium to meet with people from the EU. But of course, the French railroad workers were on strike. So
Oh, not like the French to strike.
They gave up immediately.
so we
Oh,
Oh no, good at
we ended up
striking.
we ended up with a day off in Paris. It was freaking awesome.
so you got to see all the sights around. You know?
Yeah, it was fun, and I actually, it actually turned out to be a much better lesson, I think, than if we'd gone up and talked to the bankers from the EU, because we ended up going into this little side street restaurant, and the owner figured out that we were, students from America, and so she came over and she started talking to us and telling us about what it's like to own a business in France, and all of the challenges that small business owners have in France. And she's just going on and on and on about what it's like to be a business person in France. And of course, we're breaking out our notepads and we're scribbling all this stuff down because this is going into our report, right?
How was your homework done?
Yeah, why not?
Blackpool.
Piercing and two. She went and got a piercing and a tattoo in Vegas. Oh my God. Blackpool. You don't need. If you've been to Blackpool, you don't need to go to Paris. Oh my God. I think my favorite European city still has to be Rome. I just think it's an amazing city.
Well, I haven't
When in
been-
Rome, do as the Romans do.
What? Conquer, rape, and pillage.
Because
What
you
the
never
Romans
were
have
in
done for
Spencer.
us?
Build some roads. When in Rome, do what the Romans do. Build roads. But I know Rome is a beautiful city. If anyone hasn't been to Rome, I highly advise.
Gladiator fights. That would be all I do.
I think you would have been just fed to the lions.
No.
No.
No. Lions will be my pets.
I can see that. Yeah, for sure.
Walking down the street with two lions on chains.
I call them Abbott and Costello.
The youngest shooting at
Jeez, this is tedious. I thought this would be easier. The other one.
Yeah, I understand that about hunting and that, but I don't understand the people in the inner city needing to have a gun. They're not out hunting
They're just defending themselves.
against the other person they're giving the gun to too. If no one has guns, they don't have to defend themselves.
Exactly. Over here, only law
When are you going
enforcement
to
and
figure it
military
out?
have guns.
When are you going to figure it out? Come on, man.
Over here, we don't have half the shootings you have. Again, people who hunt are allowed to have guns, who do it for on their farm or do it as for feeding their family. If they're hunters and they go out and they hunt meat, they get guns and they're licensed and they're allowed to do that. And we don't have school shootings. We don't have bank robberies with guns. We don't have anything. Even the police force in Ireland, only a certain amount of them are allowed to carry weapons, which are armed response units, which are
Same
if
here.
someone did decide to do a bank robbery with a
Well,
gun, which
same here.
So, and we don't have half the shootings, and
Aside from the troubles,
yeah, but that again, that was again terrorism and non-terrorism. So you have that in every country in Europe. There's a group.
Even apply.
If you go to Spain, there's the separatist groups in Spain. There's separatist groups in every country. But when it comes to giving weapons to left, right, and centre, it doesn't happen.
You know, if you want to apply for having a gun in here, then you need to be at least for 2 years in the shooting club and joining the, training for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, but again, I have no problem with people having guns if they're trained and they get it legitimately and they have it for a proper reason. Now, again, outlawing guns is never going to stop someone buying a gun illegal. Because at the end of the day, if you want to get a gun, you can get a gun. It just
Yeah, of course, but what's the point of having gun and not being allowed to use it, whatever?
Yeah, but giving guns, letting everyone have a gun without training is my problem. That everyone.
No, I agree with you. Everyone who owned the gun, they're supposed to be at least trained.
And registered, so you know who has the guns, and
yeah, true,
they're properly registered, and they properly go to the gun clubs, and they know how to use them. They know the dangers of them. It's like us with the act, and us with whatever, Unless
whatever you do, you got to do it with responsibility, right?
Responsibility, and the same as us when we're doing our videos, we have to tell people the dangers of it and the responsibility. We have a responsibility when we're using anything, even power tools or grinders. We have a responsibility to use the grinder in the proper way.
Yeah, some people are supposed to
use
get
the guards on the grinder,
permission to use that
face
stuff.
mask, use the face mask when you're grinding, stuff like that. Yeah. It's more about responsibilities on anything you do. It's not just in thing, because I've seen people up there on YouTube using grinders with no guards, no masks, throwing the grinder down and the grinder spinning across the floor, and it's still running. And you're here like, if anyone's watching this and they do the same as you do, they're going to chop their legs off. You know? So it's a responsibility we have no matter what we're doing. You know? A hammer is a deadly weapon. Ask Ian. That's exactly my point. It doesn't have to be a gun if you don't know what you're doing. Anything is a deadly weapon. This snip,
especially if you hammer like this.
This snip is a deadly weapon if you don't know how to use it. I've cut my finger so many times with it.
I am a deadly weapon if you get me angry enough.
We knew that was coming, Ralph. I'm surprised one of us didn't say it for you.
Yeah.
Because again, we don't realize that when we're doing videos. There's lots of people watching, and if you're doing something, you might intentionally do it sometimes, but if you do something wrong or you don't pick up on it yourself, and if no one calls you out on it, then you're passing on something that can maybe cause someone's death or something eventually.
Hey, come on!
I'm always conscious of the assets just to make sure.
Video. But I know what I was doing. I choose exactly voltage and amperage of the power supply to blow up this exactly tiny capacitor, right? And if someone choose to blow up something bigger than that's not my fault, right?
No, but you have to explain that you know what you're doing, I think, and say don't copy. I always say now on my videos, anything I'm doing with acid, it's for demonstration purposes only. It's not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you to. This is for my demonstration of it, and that's it. It's entertainment demonstration purpose only, not a how-to do. Because some idiot will fucking do something and go, I seen that on Scrap and Irish told me how to do that, and next minute you put it up in a court case over it.
Yeah, you're right about that.
There is people out there who sue on the latest little thing. So I always anymore put a warning up. It's demonstrated if I'm using any asset, demonstration purposes only, and I'm not recommending anyone do it. So just cover yourself, essentially.
Basically, don't try this at home.
Yeah, don't try this at home. And if you do, I haven't told you to do it. I've told you not to do it. I've told you, so you've done the exact opposite to what you were
disclaimer. This is how I did it, rather than how to.
Yeah, it's a demonstration. It's not. It's an as I say, it's for demonstration and entertainment purposes only. So it's because there is people out there. There's some. I see people, and that's why I try not to tell when people send me emails. Oh, what should I do here? I try not to tell them, because again, if I send an email to someone and say, oh yeah, add this, do that. If they don't do it the exact way,
that thingy blow to my face
and blow up, and they put too much in, it blows up. Oh, you got an email there telling them how to do it from such and such a book, So I just don't reply back to them emails, because again, if you send an email back and say, oh, put in 20 mil of nitric and 30 mil of this, and if they put it in the wrong way around and put 30 of one and 20 of the other one, and they make a bomb instead of making a solution. I'm the one that I can't prove that they put the wrong way around, but they can prove I sent them the information.
Oh
yeah. So,
and unfortunately, proving that somebody is stupid in the court doesn't make any difference.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Again, it's not that they're stupid. It's just they might mix something up themselves. They might put in, instead of putting 50 milliliters, they might put in 100 milliliters of something, and that can make a different reaction.
Einstein once said, there are two things that are infinite: the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not so sure about the first one.
Hey, if a little bit of acid works, then a lot of acid will work even better.
More is better.
Here's a guy that was out trying to catch some Marines earlier.
Hey, Piers.
Were you trolling for Marines?
Hey, Z.
Yeah, there was a submarine passing by his. It looked like a submarine in the video.
I don't know what it was. It looks like a submarine, doesn't it?
It does. Pity you hadn't got your drone with you. That's what I put down. If you had your drone, you could have flew it out.
Listen. Those islands are about 11 miles away from where I'm standing when I'm doing that video.
They look closer than that. Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, no, it's pretty far. It's called Flathome and Steephome.
Yeah.
And that thing in the middle is not supposed to be there.
It did look like a submarine.
Yeah.
Have you when you go through that, is that bringing you out into the sea, or is that bringing you inland? That's where you were
out into the sea. Like I'm inland.
Okay. Is there a Navy port in there near you, anyhow? Is there like a Marine port, an Army port, or anything? Or not an Army, a Navy port?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, someone that was in the basement has disappeared again.
But it was an unusual thing to see.
It was. It looked just like a submarine that was going between the two islands.
Yeah. So when I go back tomorrow, and if it's not there, then
it was a submarine.
It might be Loch Ness Monster that's got a bit lost.
First of all, I thought all sorts of, like, I was thinking, what could it be? Then I'm thinking, is it a whale with his big fin up? You know, when they do that thing on the side?
I know, but it was up there for so long. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was up there all the time.
Yeah, it was
and
up
then
there.
I want to show whether it gone smaller. Like, I don't know.
No, it looked like a submarine, anyhow. I think it was a submarine. I'm going with submarine.
Yeah, well, I did get a picture on that as well that looked closely to what it was. But
yeah.
It just seems too high, don't it? The thing seems very high.
Which, see, that picture that you had could be a different type. There's so many different types of submarines. They're not all the same shape.
It could have been a rusky warship.
It might be a new submarine that nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah, there could be a new one that they're testing out. And they said, where can we test it out?
October.
Where can we test it out in case anything goes wrong? Cardiff. We can test it out near Cardiff.
Yeah. They seen a video when I told them I was patrolling my coast. They're like, we'll send something.
I hope.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello.
Speaking of
My
gloves.
internet has been.
Speaking of gloves.
Indeed. Yeah, your internet has been what?
Yeah, now I'm trying to come up. It's not working. I don't think it's going to work.
It's working for the moment, but it freezes a bit.
So, Solars, do we get to see the temple piercings?
The what beer?
No, she didn't.
I
No,
don't have them anymore.
Oh, you don't
she
have
had
them
them
anymore.
elsewhere.
Okay.
She got them done
You
when
might
she
be able
was
to see
in
the
Vegas.
stars.
What the fuck is temple piercings?
I thought this was your temple.
At the top of your
Yeah.
ears, is it?
Yeah, your temples, that soft bit by there. You pierce that.
Well, she thinks her body is a temple.
Oh,
Oh, that's a terrible thing.
The
to
temple
think
of doom.
female.
oh Jesus Christ.
That's a terrible thing. She thinks her body is a temple. Packness got the body of a god. It's just Buddha.
Ladies, for the dear souls.
Just put that.
Listen, I'll stick up for you.
Oh.
God damn.
You didn't go to Vegas that time you were out in America. No, you were just in Boston and New York. weren't you?
Yeah, I was just on that side.
Yeah.
I would love to go though.
Yeah, Vegas is a nice spot. So what did you reckon of us dollars when you were out there? Yeah, it was
I
brilliant.
loved it.
So much but again, you don't want more than, I don't think I could last more than 4 or 5 days there because it gets a bit too tacky in the end.
For me, Vegas,
I'm going to try a different
I think
internet.
24 hours would be enough for me in Vegas. I don't think I could hack more than 24 hours.
Well, you can do other things. You don't have to stay in Vegas. You can go out to the Hoover
I know
Dam.
you can do other things, yeah, like the bunny ranch and shit. I know what you can do.
Playboy Mansion.
I go and visit David. He lives there.
Yeah. Hey, Bruce Napier. Hello, Bruce.
Yeah, I know a few people. I know a few people over
Art by
there.
Adrock also lives there. Adam.
Yeah,
it would be
You know,
a great.
you're
It would
allowed-
be a great place to go.
You're allowed to take a nap, go to sleep and rest up and sober up.
What,
and
in
stuff.
Vegas? No.
Yeah, you don't have to keep going straight, man.
Oh, you have to keep going. You can't.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Can't take a nap
Listen,
in Vegas.
I'm Welsh and he's Irish. We got to keep going.
Yeah, you can't take a sleep in Vegas.
No.
I was at a trade show in Vegas, and we had a couple of our younger guys with us, and they were just straight on. The trade show would get done, they'd go out pounding the bars and the strip clubs and all that kind of stuff, and they'd come into the booth the next day, and we're like, guys, you might as well just keep drinking because that hangover is going to kill you. So just go get some more booze.
Yeah. If you keep drinking, eventually the hangover wears itself out. It never gets there. Your body just becomes used to it there, and then you don't have that hangover problem. If you go to bed, then that's when the hangover arrives.
And then at some point you go unconscious.
Yeah.
And then you won't feel a thing.
No,
That's the best bit. And then you wake, and then you wake up with the fear of with the overwhelming fear of dread. Like, what the fuck have I done? What did I do? What did I do?
My account?
That's the worst feeling.
The fear is the killer. If you get so drunk that you can't remember what you've done the night before, it's the fear is the killer. You're in the house, you're going, right, can I remember who do I need to? And especially if you've missed calls. If you look and you see a rake of missed calls, you go,
terrible.
Oh, what did I do?
Or really weird pictures on your phone.
Yeah, the fear is worse than the actual
Or
event.
people sending you weird pictures.
Piercings in intimate places.
I don't know. I haven't had it for a while. I haven't had that. Although I have, I've drunk on on live shows, and I've drunk a bit too much. And I woke up in the morning, and I'm like, oh, did I upset anybody? Because I can do that quite easily.
No,
You know what I mean?
not you.
Yeah, people sometimes don't like funny truth.
Funny truth.
You know what I mean?
I don't mind. I like it.
I know. You're all pretty cool, aren't you?
Yeah.
Everyone's pretty cool, Just I got a way of. Sometimes I got a way of fucking speaking my mind.
And especially when you've drinks on you're more inclined to say what you're thinking.
Yeah, when I've had a few drinks, that is it. Everyone's in trouble.
Power. That was
Yeah.
what Scrappy Doo always said, right?
I like to be playing.
It was a nephew of Scooby, because I always
It was
called him Uncle
Scooby's nephew.
Scooby.
If you have to delete the live stream the next day, then you know you've gone too far.
Yeah, I've done that once on my birthday once. I drank a whole bottle of Southern Comfort straight by you. I was hanging from these rafters, literally just swinging. How I didn't fall out of the fucking hole, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
If
you
you
drank
were
a whole
drunk, if
bottle
you
of
were
Southern
fresh, you
Johnny.
probably would break both of your legs. Come on.
Yeah,
That's
7
how it
hours, 7 hours live stream, and I talk some shit. Oh, fuck.
Hello, Johnny.
Johnny 5, welcome in.
I-
How are
I
you?
remember telling Megan Fox, you know Megan Fox?
Yes.
Yeah.
Telling her,
Not the actress.
that her dad died of anal.
Oh,
Oh, I remember her.
That's when the phrase anal seepage come about.
Oh my God. You're. I was about to ask you how are your lives
She's a right character.
since you come back. Have you been doing the same sort of type of lives that you were doing before?
Well, yeah. Well, it's only an hour we do. Like Brian wasn't on tonight because he had some family stuff, so I done it myself. And I ended up going 2.5 hours tonight. I've literally just ended my live and jumped on you. But yeah, I just try and keep it just being me, you know. Anyone can pop up. Everyone's welcome. You can pop up and say hello if you want to be there for 2 minutes or whatever. And just having a chat like this. That's what I want to do, you know.
Welcome back, Solers.
Solers, welcome back.
Hello. I'm trying, but
Yeah, we know you're
I seen
trying.
your pictures. Was it on Facebook? Was it pictures on
Quite a
Facebook?
trying woman.
I seen pictures on Facebook today of all that copper and stuff. Is that your upcoming video,
it is indeed. That's this week's video. Yeah.
Johnny
No,
5?
she pull out
Ew.
all of her,
Johnny.
Johnny.
slice of
Johnny.
copper and set it out.
Johnny,
for
why did you
2
leave my
hours. Make
basement
that
straight away?
picture. Right?
I went to Lou.
No, you and Ted both just left. I was like, okay, I want to see Irish.
Well,
to see you, Scrapping
I've
Irish.
got 15 minutes left, so you've only got 15 minutes of me. I do 8 till 11, but I'm going to
Oh, well,
change.
I can only probably handle 11 minutes, so I'm probably going to have to leave before the end.
Good to see you, Scrapping Irish.
I was going to say I'm probably
Cheers.
going to cut down my lives when the summer comes. I won't do them for as long. I might come on later in the day instead of coming on at 8. I might leave it till
Yeah.
9 because
Yeah.
a lot of people that have stuff to do because the evenings will be longer and they'll be out doing stuff on a Sunday. So I might only do 9 till 11 going forward once June time, I suppose. I might just do 9 till 11 instead of
Call it
8
your summer session.
summer
idea.
session, yeah.
Summer season.
Well, again,
Yeah,
during the
right,
summer,
I
like,
agree on
even
that.
myself, I might be out doing something. I don't want to be
Yeah.
having to rush back to the house.
Yeah.
And be back by
The
8.
thing is, Irish. The thing is, people start relying on you when you've got a regular time slot for so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
People, they've got you in mind. You know that's where
Yeah,
I go.
no,
at 8 o'clock.
again, if
on a
people say to
Sunday.
me, if people say they want me to stay on, I started at 8. I'll go back to doing it. But I think a lot of people have more things to do, better things to do than look at
That's
me
all
on a Sunday
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock in the evening. Because
You got to be careful. You got to be careful as well, not to be doing it to please people. You know, because you can't please all the people. You just do what you want to do, and that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry, he does. Sometimes he just sacks us off altogether.
just
No,
so I
actually,
know.
last time
Actually,
I
next
did
Sunday might be, just so everyone knows, next Sunday I mightn't be here because I have a work thing I have to go to, even though Sunday's not.
Listen,
usually a
don't,
work day.
what he's saying is he's going to close his live down, and then you can all come over to mine at Struggle Street.
That's Struggle Street. But yeah, I mightn't be here next Sunday because I have to go
It sounds like a soap opera.
work thing.
It is.
Listen, we got a theme tune and everything.
You got what?
Yeah.
We got
It's
a theme
dramatic and
tune.
all that.
Oh yeah, you
A
done your own
lot
theme
of
tune.
dramatic.
Yeah, I wrote the theme tune and I sung the theme tune.
Write the theme
Yeah.
tune, sing the theme tune.
I know. Do you know what? That's in my head.
Make the instruments,
That'll do,
make the music.
Listen, I remember when that came out and watching him and going, yeah, one day I'm going to write the theme tune and I'm going to sing the theme tune. And I did.
There you
Joe,
go.
have you done any work on your second album of music yet?
I've just started, I swear to God, today, I've just started learning some computer skills. It's the studio part with me. It's very technical. I just want to sit there with my guitar and a microphone and somebody say, right, go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then me just do it, and then they
Well,
say, okay,
Production
stop.
is simple. It's
You have enough music done. It's just to do the production part now. Is that what you're
Oh
saying?
yeah, I've got 4 albums probably of finished songs. Like,
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you never managed to get any of your
Put
music
the
on
outtakes.
the radio stations yet, like.
I don't push it, do I? I don't
I
do
do it.
nothing. I have been on the radio, yeah, I have been on the radio, but I was only on the radio because somebody else sent my music to the radio.
Okay.
And yeah, no, it's not me. I don't push it. I just do YouTube. And that's it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
No, because like it's just.
iTunes beckons.
I'm not trying to make your head any bigger than it
It's on
already is.
iTunes.
You know, it's
Oh,
hard to make
go
your.
on. Go on. It is a little lately.
It's hard to make it bigger, but your music is like I've seen people on YouTube put music out and their music is crap, and they get loads of looks
Oh,
at it
yeah.
and likes. And then I personally think your music is better because it's the type of music I like. That's probably why. But
Yeah, good music. Good man.
good music, yeah, and it's written about something that's
Well, the
happened
thing is,
or
this
whatever.
is the thing. My music is pretending to be music. What it actually is a message, and the only way I can get the message across, how I articulate it, is by fucking strumming some strings and wailing some words. You know, that's it. But
Yeah.
but I know I do know that what I do right is good.
Yeah.
The words at least.
But that's why I
Maybe
can't
not the
understand
singing.
how your music hasn't been seen by more people. But that's just
I know.
Dictator
Me neither.
Kev your head
is
big
in
enough
the
there now.
house.
Oh, hold
People
on.
have been
We have
Kev.
no Dictator Kev. I'm christening him Dictator Kev anymore. Instead of
Dictator Kev.
He's going to be called Dictator Kev
Why
anymore.
don't you said it then?
I
Is
told him
his
that
name
last
Dictator?
I told him that on his live stream
Stop it
last
now.
week on Monday. He's
Put it in there, bro.
Dictator Kev, but I call him Dictator. Kev.
Oh.
Okay. Did you call him Dictator?
I do. I changed it. I done it by mistake one week. I just looked over and I go, "Oh, Dictator Kev is in," and I've just decided I'm going to call him that going forward anymore. That's for the fun,
Fuck yeah.
you know.
It's a really nice view of my dirty dishes. That's just.
So we're going to have to figure out though,
Everyday solid. Is that what is that how we address you?
Yeah, Solas is fine.
So yeah, okay.
Her Highness, her Scrap Highness.
You can address her by her name.
Yeah,
Or
or
you
my
can-
name, which is
Or you can
Joe.
call her. You can call
What's
her
your name,
Scrap
Joe?
Goddess.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun?
We don't do that here. We keep YouTube names.
Yeah,
No real names takes away
It
from the
ruins
magic.
it, huh, Ralph?
Ralph
It takes
doesn't
away-
like
Okay,
the-
Ralph. Okay, Ralph.
I choose to use my real name.
Is Ralph your real name? Oh fuck, sorry.
Yeah, I know. Can't help it either. I had no choice in the matter.
No, his real
you didn't
name
get
is
a
Bob.
Believe it or not, mine's not Johnny Phone.
Don't lie. No, Johnny's
crap.
name is Johnny
Infant.
Foreskin. Sticky pillow.
And
Yes.
Hazy Days is real name
Silver
is not Hazy Days. And my real
Yeah,
name
it
is not
is.
Scrapping Irish either.
Yes,
my
it
first
is.
name's Daisy. My second name is Days.
Yes, that's what it is, and that's what
Seen
it
it on your
stays.
name badge.
Listen, I've been getting pain in my shoulder and it's fucking killing me. Oh,
Well,
You know,
It's
Casey,
not
switch the
happening.
hand. What holding the bottle? That's gonna help out.
I
What
know.
were you
Well,
going to say then,
I
my
was
friend?
hoping I was gonna get one of those little Chinese girls to do the elbow stuff.
Or massages, the proper.
Yeah, the ones that do the kung fu.
Everybody was kind.
You know what I mean?
My name is Coos, mate, everyone. Yeah, what again? It's an interesting thing about people's real names and their channel names. Why we don't put our real names up? I think it's to do with so many weirdos out there and stuff like that people don't want their real names up there on YouTube.
Yeah, we don't want
No,
any
that's not why.
normal
That's
people.
not
in.
why. That's not
We don't
why.
want
Is
any
it?
normal.
That is kind of why you don't want your real name up there. You don't want any weirdos finding out.
I don't care.
That's not the reason why I'm called Hazy Days. I'm called Hazy Days. So I'm a fucking superstar. And that's my
That's how I do it. I'll be caravan.
That's my
number
super
plate on full display.
That's my superstar name.
I see your head getting bigger by the second.
I'm no bigger. I swear I'm all stretched out on the skin.
Out there, troll people.
If I went by what my mother would call me the most, my name would be Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, get in
Oh,
here.
mine wouldn't. Mine would be
Jesus Christ, will you
fucking.
stop that?
Mine would
Jesus
be.
Christ, what are you
Mine a
doing
bit,
now?
for God's sake.
My name would be No.
Here's the bit. Put that down.
Yeah.
Mine would be, what have you done again? What have you done now? What have you done now? What have you done
Yeah.
now?
What the fuck? My name would be what the fuck.
My
No,
mom
I
came
think
to
I
the
was
back.
pretty good.
My mom came to the back door one time and she yelled, "God damn it, get in here!" And I turned to my brother and said, "Hey, Mom wants you."
YouTube. What else did I see? The Dark Knight. Oh yeah, the Dark Knight. Welcome in the Dark Knight.
That's one from the detecting community as well. Oh yeah,
That's,
the Dark
that's from
Knight
the
detectors.
that's from Dictators community.
Yeah.
Dictators community.
What
Give me
do
the
they do?
fact.
They do metal detecting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They'd
Or
be on
metal
live
dictating.
on a Monday night usually. Kev would be live on a
I
Monday
don't know
night.
whether the metal detecting season just started, but about a month ago, when I walk my dog, when I park the van, I got to walk up this little bit of a path to go to the coast. And on the one side, they were all metal detecting in the field. Is it something that just started up?
I was going to say,
Well,
what
when the weather gets better.
Yeah,
Nice
but in
weather.
UK you got plenty opportunities to go to the fields, but you got to pay for that. You know, it's about, let's say, 10 to 20 quid entrance, and then you go in,
Yeah,
whatever you find is
if you're
yours.
on someone's farm. Yeah.
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 But what's the story if you find something of real value, as in something from back in the crown
Yeah,
jewels?
it's actually quite cool law about that in UK, as far I know. You know, if you find that on the field, it's either yours or you can show it to the archaeologist, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
local
I think
museum.
You've got to
They will
declare
take
it.
from you,
I
they will
think if
value it.
it's
The
If they give a
authorities.
price for it, they will pay you back, or if not, they will just give you back that thing.
You-
yeah, if it's super rare, I'm pretty sure that the museum will say, "Listen, we'll compensate you, but can we have it?"
Yeah. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually in UK they giving good money for that for the
Yeah.
if you find it, right? Of
I
course.
think
No,
there are rules
over here
about.
belongs to the state. Anything under a certain level belongs to the state, doesn't belong to you. So if you even if you find it and you don't report it, and they find out you found it, you go to prison.
How are they going to find out how far you dug down for it?
I know, but most things will be. You're not going to
Yeah,
find.
they will.
You're not going to find.
If I do it, if you see the size of it all I've just done,
Listen, that's like saying
Maybe a sunken garden.
yeah.
Dig up the
it's
field.
nearly finished. Part
Like
less.
what they're saying is about an inch under the ground. So if you find
know, there-
something that's 10 inches deep, oh, that was only an inch under the ground.
it's funny how you go from 1 inch to 10 inches, isn't it?
You know, it's totally opposite
Depends who's on
in the Poland. Whatever you found in
Okay.
there, even for the searching, they can grab you and put you into the.
there you go.
jail.
There's your answer. We all just custodians
Just for
of the stuff
attempting.
we find.
Yeah, there you go.
That's stupid law out there.
Yeah,
But,
well,
you know,
we're all custodians of the stuff we buy too. All our stuff, everything around me is just stuff that's going to be here forever more than me.
Well, might
You
be
know?
in a might. Might.
Well, I don't know. Not in this throwaway society we live in.
Anyway, I'm about to finish up the show, and this is what I do at the end. Yes, it's nearly 11 o'clock. I always go around to everyone and ask them what their plan on their channels for the week is. So, and this is where you get a chance to tell people out there what your plan for the week is. So, Shark Scrapper,
I
what's your
can't
plan?
wait for my go. Come on.
Monday and Thursday.
Video.
Videos, Monday, Thursday.
Okay. Park Nest, what's your plan for the week?
Got video out on Friday on this one, and it's doing front brakes.
Okay.
New
On that
pads
car
and
behind
bits.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to know how to do the brakes on a Volvo, Park Nest will be doing his front brakes on his Volvo. Hazy Days, here's your chance.
Oh fuck! I've been waiting for this all week. Right. So next week, my plan is to fucking wake up every single day and say, right, what am I going to do today? And whatever happens that day, I might film a bit of it and put it on YouTube, or I might just say, you know, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay,
But
so you
stay
don't have any.
tuned.
You
Stay
don't really.
tuned, because today
Basically, I've
you
got a
got
clue.
listen.
This week is
Today
our
you
plan.
got submarines.
Yes,
you know?
we got submarines today. If anyone wants to see,
Submarines.
look at Hazy Day's video and let him know, do you think it's a submarine or not for today?
I don't.
I think it's,
I mean, I
it's a
don't know.
submarine.
Yeah, Russian sub.
I think it's a submarine.
But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do Monday. So and then Tuesday I'm going to be. I'm only joking.
Shut up.
Next.
Ralph, what's your plan?
Well, I started Plug Soup yesterday, and I worked on it today, and I hope to finish it tomorrow, and maybe have the video edited and done and uploaded somewhere next weekend.
What
2023.
year?
Did you
What
say
year?
plug
Oh.
soup?
Plug
Yes.
Soup, yes.
black soup, yeah.
I thought
It's
so.
yummy.
Just check.
You're going to have to check
Plug
it out.
Soup.
Don't tell him what plug soup is, so he has to check it out.
Yeah.
Listen, I know it's something to do with Ian Matthews already. I can tell.
You know,
Well,
Hazy, not
Not
kind of
specific,
what
not
you think
specifically,
about.
but it is
I
loosely
can
related.
fucking tell. I can tell.
Not originally.
Someone else had done it first. Someone else way back done plug soup.
Snobby Scrap Picker did it first. Yes.
Yeah.
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 What's Snobby doing these days? I haven't seen him for a while.
Nothing.
Being a granddad, he's busy.
Yep. His content's all gone from his channel unless he's made it private.
Did he give up YouTube?
Yeah,
I think he did.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's private. It's set to private, I think.
Yeah.
Raphael,
probably.
what's your story for the week?
I thought it might be a
As usual, long, boring video on Tuesday about fighting with PC, laptop,
Okay.
and Saturday stream. That's all.
Okay. Dollars, what's your story?
My Wednesday premiere is all about the good stuff and where to get it and how to easily get it or get it for free. And depending on what your setup is, how you can get it. Because obviously we're all in different
When she says the
situations.
good stuff, she means the copper. Not
Yeah,
the
sorry, I mean
copper.
copper.
I know. I was thinking, well, I'm fucking definitely tuning in for the good stuff.
I mean, you
And
know,
how do I get it? You're gonna tell me how to get it too.
how you can get it.
Is that crack or marijuana or what?
Yeah, don't get the good stuff. I have to explain it was copper for anyone else.
No, there's only one sort of good stuff.
Oh,
Could have been
Yeah,
white
it's all
chocolate
about
Easter
the
eggs.
copper.
White chocolate
Yummy.
Easter eggs. So that's what you have planned for the week. Okay, Johnny 5, what's your plan?
Carry on building that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Sunken garden.
Look at Johnny with his props and all that.
Yeah, look
Oh,
at that.
cool.
That is good.
That is good, Johnny.
The barbecue bit. That's going to be a big built-in barbecue on the back
That's
of
a
it.
photo of what he's gonna build. That's someone else's.
No, it bloody is not. Look at my hands. My hands are battered.
That's the hands of a working man.
Oh, this one's battered. Don't it?
Well, anyway, my plan,
Rebuilding the Blue Peter garden.
Yeah.
my
Bit
plan,
by
Down,
bit.
Jet.
I'm going to sign
Romanesque because I knit the wall.
Have we finished? My plan for the week is I have a video coming out on Thursday that I think you might like if you're into e-waste, and I do a video on is it worth buying e-waste on eBay. So you'll have to check out and see what I bought off eBay and see did I make money. So,
Really, Irish? You're making videos?
Can you just tell us the answer now? Is it worth it or not?
just watch it and see.
You gotta watch the video.
Watch the video. As Raphael always says to me, watch the video. That's what Raphael. I go, Raphael, and how did it end up? Watch the video. That's what he says. So watch the video. So that's it for me, guys. As usual. Thanks to everyone that came into the chat, everyone that came up on panel, people that were up on panel have gone down again.
Thanks for having us up.
I appreciate everyone that does this again, giving up your time and say. And again, if in the summer I'm thinking about doing 42-hour shows, so let me know. Give me your feedback if you want, and let me know whether that suits you or not. So again, it's goodbye from me.
Hang about. Listen, it's not if it suits anyone else. It's if does it suit you.
Yeah, well, we can come to a compromise between the two of us.
Fuck everyone all the people he's just talking to. It doesn't matter about you. He'll do what he wants to do. Just be here or don't be here.
Yeah,
No.
screw your compromises.
What if everyone says yes and no and yes and no? You just do what you can do.
No, well, if the most people want to see 3 hours of me talking crap, I'll try and give them 3 hours of me talking crap. If most people go, no, 1 hour will do, I'll cut it down to 1 hour.
Too short.
Okay. It's weird.
You can do 5 hours for all I care.
Okay, I'll go with that. Whatever.
Yeah.
We always
Anyhow,
want more.
as I was
We
saying,
always want more.
thanks to everyone out there, and Ralph, you get to say the last
Scrap
word.
you all later.
What?